Yeah, it was good. Okay. Oh, freaking Facebook.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It will not allow me to do that.
I think we're live, are we?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Well, at least on YouTube. Facebook didn't want to do it, so that sucks. Let me see if I can edit that real quick.
Good.
Schedule start time. Oh, it won't allow me.
Where's the light?
We don't need it.
It won't.
Oh, it's probably good.
What a pain.
My hair's just weird.
What a pain. Nope. Stupid thing. Hate Facebook. Hate Facebook. They're dumb. Okay. Well then, yes. So anyhow, I'll have to address that later. So anyhow, welcome to another Hamityville Horror Hangout. This edition is painful, I will say.
That's unfair.
Yeah. So, hey, what's up? Andre Tudon. Now I'm going to change my name.
Oh, fuck that. Let's keep it saying.
Anyhow.
What's that? Andre what?
Did Andre Tudon?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very nice.
We have the blonde English swine here.
Oh, nice.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
This is
that's good.
This is good.
So, I was just saying that tonight is the Puppet Master edition, and of course we're only streaming on YouTube right now because Facebook hates me.
Fucking Facebook.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's been having troubles with it lately. Apparently,
Let's see if I can get it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and mess around with it if you want to. So this, shockingly, is a 15 movie franchise. It is the movie franchise that does not end.
Nice lamb chop reference there. It's a song that never ends.
yeah, exactly. Yep. I wasn't even thinking that, but you're right.
Sure, nobody else was either.
Lamb Chop could have sang about the Puppet Master movies because they will not stop.
Hello.
Thank you. So, anyhow, so I did not make it very far in the movie franchise. I'm going to be talking out of my ass most of the night. This is I will say I am probably the least qualified person right now to discuss these movies, but I'm going to do it anyway. I just want to take a second and applaud the Bacons here for a minute because they engaged in the monumental task of attempting to get through, I would say, half of these films.
Yeah, and Jay did it with us.
Oh my God. Bless you, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. Sorry you had to deal with that.
That must have hurt.
Clint Don. Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Don.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
So, 8 films, is that where you ended?
7.
7. Okay.
But couldn't watch 7.
Giving you a little extra credit. I knew that was coming. There it is.
Got
there
7 Puppet Masters.
Love you,
7
Don.
Shit.
I think it was. I don't know if it was a matter of couldn't. Maybe it was a matter.
I don't think they didn't want to. I think that's what it
there was no.
Finished. Got it out of your system now. Are you
Yeah,
done?
we're good. We're good now. I won't be brought up for the rest of
I'm
the night.
glad.
Anyhow, so yeah, exactly. That is amazing in itself. You know, I couldn't do it. I can tell you right now that
It was difficult.
I started part 2 no less than twice. I fell asleep both times, I can't say for sure that I know what happened in that movie. I did watch part 3.
That's the best one. That to me is the best one.
Yeah, do you know what? I really enjoyed 3 as well. The ones I've watched, 3 is my favorite.
I like 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 are top tier, honestly.
Okay, cool.
And that's saying something when you say top tier in a Puppet Master franchise. Like they're all shit, but out of those,
They're not shit. Well, some of them are.
3, 4, and 5 are the best of the bunch. And then as soon as you get past 5, I was like, holy shit, who wrecked this fucking plane? because that shit went nosediving quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we gonna bust open into them? We're gonna wait for
No,
whoever,
no, I don't
What
think
did
we need
Mike
to
say
wait.
then? I couldn't see. Mike
He
said something
said
about.
he said he's out at dinner with his dysfunctional family, and he'll be on when he gets home. So
Right. Okay.
so I just wished him to enjoy the dysfunction.
Yeah,
So
right.
Excellent.
mhm,
Fun in the madness.
yeah. So the Puppet Master movies, I would say, is a saga that began in 1989 with the introductory movie simply called Puppet Master, which I guess is a Charlie Band film. It was done for Full Moon. I think they're all Full Moon, aren't they?
They're all
They're
full
Full
moon.
Moon, yeah.
Some
Apart from
now
the fan films.
there was a time when I think all of them, I believe, had Full Moon in them somewhere. I know one of them, I think it was the latest one. I think it was the Lilith Reich or something. I think it was actually done by Universal, believe it or not.
Was it?
Oh my
I
god!
only watched the trailer for that. I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, I know one of them. I know one of them was done by somebody other than Full Moon, but I mean, at least 13 out of 15 were Full Moon. That I can promise you.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy. Well, the mark of a Full Moon movie, and I would dare say the mark of Charlie Band, is to put very little money into something.
Understatement of the fucking year.
And make a film out of it, whether it makes sense or not, and attempt to.
They all made perfect sense.
Oh,
I am so happy.
I am glad you were here.
I am
because
too.
then you
Who's
can
he jiggling?
explain these things to
that
me.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And of course the attraction is you make these movies for very little money, and then of course a lot of them went straight to video, from what I understand, and they made big profits in the video stores. So these were kind of a cash cow for Full Moon, and they're interesting. They're interesting in the sense that there's something that's alluring and attractive about murderous puppets.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah. We will go down the list at some point here, but I mean, I'll say that this was popular enough that they mixed it with one of their other franchises, Demonic Toys, where they basically did a Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys movie.
You see, I've not watched any of those.
Yeah. I've seen like one Demonic Toys movie, the first one, and I can kind of say that I've seen one in the sense that I think they used some of the same stuff in the Krampus movie that was made. So,
none of this surprises me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
But again, Full Moon, it's like their budget was essentially always lower,
mm-hmm.
and they always made the best out they could. So they kind of always do. It's a bit like Trauma,
Exactly.
in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the budget for the first one was 400K. That was it. I mean,
No.
so that's believe it or not, I mean,
Chocolate.
that's a pretty good chunk of change. I mean, for a Full Moon movie, I mean, 400K.
It is for Full Moon.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's
they made 400K off it.
Yeah, it cost.
it cost
What it
400K.
cost.
I think that's what they paid to make it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the budget on it was 400K.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it's for what it is. I mean, the first one. I mean, let's get it out of the way. I mean, the first one it feels like
chocolate syrup.
It feels like a Full Moon movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, what she want? Chocolate in her cereal.
Chocolate syrup.
Oh, nice.
She's just saying she's practicing her accent for some reason. I don't know. She must have been watching Peppa Pig again or something like that. Or I got Mary Poppins on in the other room right now. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, what Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
Why the
On
fuck
the
are
other
you on
room.
here then?
Yeah. Huh?
Why are we here and not
Why are
watching?
we talking about fucking Puppet Master? We should be watching Mary Poppins.
Hey, I would love to watch Mary Poppins. I understand that movie way better.
Yeah, that movie's a lot less convoluted.
Yeah. So I would have to say the first Puppet Master movie is the one that I've seen the most. It's the one I understand the best. And I would dare say that I do like it as a film.
Daddy, get some milk.
And you might have to go get some milk and put some chocolate syrup in it, but in a minute. In a minute. So you got to turn it on now. So anyhow, this was a strange movie. I'd almost say that the plot was loose. It didn't really understand what it wanted to be as a film. That's just my opinion. Because they used psychics for some reason.
Now, let's get one thing straight. Let's get one thing straight right now.
Okay.
This has the greatest psychic of all time in it, with the greatest mullet I have ever fucking seen in my entire life. I mean, it is
beautiful.
It is insane, and I'm gonna find a picture of it, and I'm gonna share the screen so everybody can see what we're talking about. Because
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a thing.
I mean, he's a professional psychic with hair like that.
Well, you have to.
I mean, his hair should have its own fan page, really, if you put it that way.
Oh,
he should have made infomercials like Madame Cleo. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
We definitely needed that.
Chocolate soup.
Okay.
I agree. I am right there.
Search for your picture. I'm going
I
to.
fucking am.
I must admit, later on, I've got so much to say about the aesthetic in these movies in different ways.
Well, I mean, if you want to lead in with that and say a few words about the aesthetic of this movie, go right ahead.
For it, please.
In the first one, obviously, you've got that old attack on it until you get to the very 80s visage style dinner party.
Yeah.
And all those like fade to black, like white China mask things going on, and it's all very like that. And I absolutely love the aesthetic in the first one, and I think it gets better as we go through, which I'll say about that later. But I
will agree.
I love the 80s aesthetic.
They're definitely
perfect. We've got the
definitely
shoulder pads.
Yep,
it's all going on.
They
The
got
mullet.
it right. Yep, they got it right.
And the nice
Definitely
pink pastel like men's jackets with the double breast and the shoulder pads, even for a man. It's perfect.
It's amazing.
But if a man's built like a bitch, he needs the shoulder pads, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess that's true. True story. I don't know how well.
It's the mullet. It was weighing it down. He needed to level it out with the shoulder pads.
Oh my god! Get him a fucking shoulder pads for football. Let's see.
Yeah, you do that, don't you? We don't do that.
You can do that. Let's see.
We play soccer.
If you could see it,
Rugby.
best hair ever.
Look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fucking beautiful.
And he's very shiny.
Yeah, I noticed that in almost all the pictures I just looked at. I'm like, this motherfucker's sweating a lot, or he's just.
Has he had like a layer of baby oil on or something?
Something.
No, that was a different film.
Oh yeah, that was another Puppet Master, the wrong one. So there you go, Clint. There's Mr. Paul Lamette.
There it is.
Was that Puppy Master?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like
Pocket Master.
He looks like a frightened Beethoven. Or something like that.
Yeah, he looks like
he
doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
let's go with that. But yeah, so now everybody sees his wonderful luscious locks.
Like Beethoven just realizing he couldn't hear.
He's like, why can't I hear myself? I can't hear anything. He looks very fucking confused. So Claire was saying the whole aesthetic, and they got it down pat pretty much in this one. With the.
I love the 80s thing. It's all I say like kind of fade to black visage thing with the white Venetian masks and like just everything about it. White flowing curtains. You just need a bit like Meatloaf in the back or something just to make it perfect.
All right, now that's
like a music video.
That's what
I
that
got
guy
you.
looks like.
Yeah, it is. It all looks like that, especially that ballroom scene.
Oh yeah.
When she takes him back to the room and like he's dancing around in the Venetian. It's so like a fucking 80s music video.
It's not
perfect.
just dancing. It's really dancing.
Really dancing. It's just perfect. I love it.
That is. Yeah. It definitely seemed like maybe there was an intention there. To give it a vibe like that.
But that, as I say, I'll go on later with the other movies. It goes along like that all the way through. I've got so many little bits like
that. In some of the earlier Puppet Masters here, I'll go on to say that I feel that they cared about the way it was shot, the way it looked.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
They put some cool like effort into it that you don't really see much anymore. You know, like using miniatures.
Mm-hmm.
I know the
Yes.
hotel in the first movie, as well as the second, I believe, were suspended miniatures. Where they used like forced perspective with the cameras to make it look like it was sitting on the California cliffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it was that's really cool. I always like it when that's done well, because like, you know, I mean, hell, James Cameron did the shit out of that in the Aliens movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what I really liked as well in the first one was when Blade's running through the bottom of the hotel, the shots of that.
At the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I absolutely love the way that looked.
Oh,
Like the POV shot of him running through. That was brilliant. All at foot level. Really, really nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And his tiny little heavy breathing.
I like that.
How the fuck is he breathing? What the fuck is man?
He's a wooden puppet. How is he breathing?
Why is he fucking breathing? Like, why is he? What?
Because he's alive, isn't he? Essentially,
he's alive and he's running really, really fast.
Really fast.
I know.
Well,
Dude,
then congratulations for making the most realistic goddamn puppets
tiny
ever.
little legs. They'll be buggered.
I mean, congratulations that you made a fucking miniature human being and put all of its organs in with it. So, way to go, Andrew Toulon. You fuck. So I guess we should introduce the puppets, obviously, since they play the biggest part for the most part. So Blade is the one that has the I guess.
Oh, I love Blade.
Blade's my favorite one. Although I really do like Pinhead.
I love Pinhead. With his big fist when he's punching people and that, it's just amazing.
Now, he makes noises too when he punches. He's like, "Arr!" Like, damn, dude.
Arr.
What are you, goddamn? The pirate. Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah. Arr.
See, I want one that's got them all. Because, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, Blade should have made those noises. Doesn't he have a hook on one of his hands?
Yeah, he's got a hook on one. He's got a. All right, well, this shows them all. So I'm gonna go with this one. It's like from a soundtrack cover, but it looks good. So let's share that bad boy.
All right.
All right. Blow that up a little bit. What the fuck? That's out of stock? Wow, okay. Somebody really did buy that?
What?
Somebody bought the music to okay, Puppet Master does have a badass fucking thing. It really does. Alright, let's see. I'm blow this up.
But that music plays all the way through them all, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of like toy-like. I like it.
Damn it.
I'm now finding myself at a missed opportunity. I should have taught Catalina to hum the Puppet Master theme so that she could come in here and do that.
That would have been awesome.
Well, I don't know what she's humming
missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, on the next Hangout, we expect to hear that.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Homework for next week.
Yeah, that's your
when Jaws happens, I'll have her.
Oh yeah, just have her come and do dun Yeah, I mean, shit.
I'll make sure she watches the movies with me. It'll stick, believe me.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm trying to get this blown up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's what I said. Yeah, right. Share, present.
Yeah, and I also enjoyed the stop motion aspect of the.
I'm getting to the stop motion. Did you like the stop motion?
Yeah. Did you enjoy it, Clint? Dom?
I did. Like it.
Actually, I didn't mind this one. I don't mind. I don't mind the stop motion in this. I just like to really fucking mess with y'all with that, but I fucking hate stop motion.
That's why
I like Puppet Master. The OCS. So
the funsies.
You got let's see, where the fuck was it at? Right there. You got Blade, not the best look, but you got Blade. You got, and not all of them were in the first movie, but you got Blade, you got Jester, you got Leech Lady, and you got Pinhead over here, and you got the stupidest fucking name one, Tunneler. I mean, Driller. I guess they were trying to be original.
Could have been Driller Killer.
Right. So then you got Torch, and you got Six Shooter. They show up a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Six Shooter's introduced in the third one. I think
Yeah.
Torch is in the second one. He's introduced in the second one, I
You might be
believe.
right.
Second one, yeah.
So yeah, so they all have their unique look, style. Obviously their names kind of give away, other than Pinhead. Jester's pretty much like the most worthless fucking puppet I've ever seen in my life. Like, he doesn't do anything besides his head spin. And he's like, oh, and he fucking screams. That's about it.
Yeah, he just looks shocked or like upset or surprised
I'm
all
like,
the time.
what the fuck is he
surprised,
doing?
happy, upset,
Yeah, and then he's pissed off.
all with the same sound. Woo!
Yeah. I'm like, he doesn't do a goddamn thing. So yeah, so they all have their distinct, features. 6-shooter's got 6 arms with guns. Blade's got a hook and a blade. Leech Lady is the most fucking weirdest of them all, who coughs up leeches. Torch, enough said. Tunneler, enough said. Pinhead, he's got a small head, but he's got big ass fucking hands. So pretty much where he gets his name from. So, and wow. So then you get a couple that are in, and we'll talk about in 4 and 5. But yeah, so yeah, one feels very 80s. It feels like it's an 80s horror movie. Yeah. Just the way it's filmed, the way it's shot, the way it's, the lighting feels like an 80s movie. And I like it. I didn't get to see it very often. The one I got to see the most was 2, because 2 was always on like TNT at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday. I'm like, what the fuck is this on here for? Like, what? Or NASCAR. I was like, right after NASCAR went off, like, oh, stay tuned for Puppet Master 2. I'm like, how fucking random is that? So, yeah, Clint, like you were saying when we started, psychics. Yeah. Let's talk about psychics in this movie, or lack thereof.
Yeah, they wanted to use psychics in this movie, and each psychic seemed to have different talent. Their gift was different from one another, and I guess together they were, I don't know,
with their powers
more
combined,
powerful. I don't know, like Captain Planet or
Captain
something
Planet
like that.
Is where I was going. It's exactly
get all the psychics together in one hotel. You know what I mean?
It's exactly where I was going, dude.
Yeah, they show up there because another psychic that they know basically committed suicide, I think.
Yeah.
And I think a good many of them were going there just to make sure he was dead.
Now, remember, Rich, you said you understood these, because right now, him explaining this to me right now, I've watched this movie, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, right.
The more you're explaining, the more fucking confused I'm getting.
Yeah, basically, they'd all kind of been off in their own lives. I feel they've been on a experiment psychically years before when they were in college, from what I gathered. And then they made this pact that they all knew what if one of them died, everyone would know. And as I say, I got the impression that we're checking he was dead.
Yeah.
They wanted him dead because he was not a great person.
Yeah, I got the impression.
And they all kind of knew before they went he was dead.
Yeah, not one of them motherfuckers liked him. Like, they were all...
nobody liked him. Everyone thought it was a knobhead.
Bit of a dick.
Yeah.
No. So.
But that's what I got from it. And then they kind of all knew he was dead before they got there.
Yeah, and I would concur. He seemed like a knobhead to me.
Knobhead. Yeah. He didn't seem very posh.
Well, very English tonight.
That's very English.
It's a good word. I'm going to start using it.
Not bad.
Knobhead?
Yeah. Knobhead.
We'll be ready when we come see you guys.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be ready.
That's what I'm going to call every customer I don't care for at work.
That's what I'm going to call everybody. Fuck ones I don't like. I'm going to start calling everybody a knobhead.
I call those people knobhead, even people I like.
Walking through the fucking mall or something.
Yeah.
Like, man, look
at knobhead.
And then I'm gonna get somebody that's actually like English, and they're gonna turn around and try to beat the shit out of me. Like, oh, here we go.
If it's a Yorkshire person, they would beat the shit out of you.
I found one. Oh, have you seen the commercial that they got? They got I always think of you guys when it comes on. It's
Mr. Nanners knows what's up.
Yeah, Bell End.
Bell End.
Bell End.
Mr. Nanners.
What's that?
Jesus. Have you seen the commercial, Clint, where it's got the different British accents? It's like you can tell from somewhere, like you tell somewhere where they're from by their accent, and it starts talking about like how English people say water, and she's like, "Oh, would you like a bottle of water?" I'm like, first of all, that is not how they say it.
That's London, not Yorkshire.
And they go and they go
bottle of
through,
water is London.
They go through all the pretty much everywhere.
Regionals.
Yeah, they go through Essex. They go through Yorkshire. They go through what is it? The Scottish Highlands.
You probably get Lauren, Barnsley as well. You probably get that south, which is, and then you probably get Birmingham, Liverpool.
Yep. They go through all
Manchester.
As soon as it gets to Yorkshire,
Newcastle, a canny bottle of water.
I'm like, Claire.
Yeah, we are so Yorkshire.
It's funny. Every time I think about it, I'm like, Claire.
But then when you listen to me and Lauren, we're not that far apart, really, compared to. But it's completely different.
Yeah, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
We're only a couple of hours away from each other, and it's completely different.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
It's kind of the same thing here. I mean, there, you can definitely tell a regional difference in the accents in America, and sometimes it doesn't take a huge distance for that to change.
Like for me, I think personally, in my head, right, Mike sounds one way, but Don and Nicole sound more like Mike than you do. In the way, are you closer? Is that what it? I don't know. I'm going in my brain. Like I hear Mike talk, and Don sounds like a softer version, and Nicole sounds like a softer version.
Huh.
Whereas you sound completely different.
Well, I mean, I'd say Nicole lives closer to where Mike does. So
I mean, I'm from Baltimore, so I was born in the city. But I only lived there for, 3 or 4 years before we moved to Virginia. But I've been told a couple times, like if I start really going, or if I get completely trashed, I'll sound Southern. Like I get a Southern twang, and it's rare, but yeah, I mean I especially like anywhere from Boston. You get what Clint, Boston, Minnesota. Any
Boston.
Yeah, Boston, Minnesota, Minnesota. You get all kinds, man.
You get all sorts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would dare say that I don't even really sound like the region that I'm from, because I intentionally speak more clearly because I don't want to sound like the hillbillies of my area.
Yeah, I think that is what it is for you. Yeah.
Clint enunciates very well.
I think you sound like you should be teaching chemistry in Sunday school or something like that.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He got that kind of a voice.
Yeah, like you should be Walter White from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And where's Paul from? Sorry, we're off topic. Sorry, we're on public.
Yeah, we're way off topic.
I don't know where he originates from, but I mean, he currently lives in the Pittsburgh area, so he's the other end of Pennsylvania, from Nicole.
Yeah, and Adams, Pennsylvania. So,
right.
I mean, when Clint talks, it's like, again, Clint talks he enunciates so well that when you get somebody that just goes to town from Pennsylvania, it's like, oh, okay, he's from Pennsylvania.
Right, Puppet Master. Sorry.
Who's from Scotland? That's on Facebook, Clint.
I
got nanners that said I fancy
Mark Sedura.
A bald fanny myself. Jesus
Mark
Christ.
Sedura.
A bird with a bald fanny myself. Jesus Christ.
What's it
Yeah,
say?
no.
I fancy a bird with a bald fanny myself.
I've got one.
Hopefully I said that right.
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Mark.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Long-time contributor to indie projects.
Yes, sir.
He's contributed to a lot of things.
Hello from England and
and America. Yes.
Who is it? Sorry, I missed that.
Mark. He was in that Bloody Summer Camp, wasn't it?
Yeah. They named one of the characters after him.
The cop.
Deputy Sedora. Yeah.
Sedora. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, we're gonna try to get back on track. Puppet
Sorry,
Master.
my bad.
That was my bad because I thought of a fucking commercial.
OG Puppet Master. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was on Puppet Master 14.
Okay.
Oh, nothing's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's changed.
Yep. The formula is similar.
Yep. The only thing that bothers me out of anything is the fact that they're either villains, heroes, anti-heroes. Like, you never really know what they are. Like,
I class them as heroes.
Especially when you get to the 4th and 5th one. That's when it's like you can kind of really tell. But like up to this point, 2, it's like they're just fucking maniacal. And then 3, they're kind of anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in the first one, yeah, they're definitely assholes. But I mean, look at the people in the house. I mean, everybody in that house is an asshole.
Yeah.
So the puppets are just taking the attitude from who they're around. So
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, if I'd have had puppets,
they're just cleaning house, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? In the first one.
Well, they fuck people up big time.
Yeah.
Hi, Nicole.
Nicole!
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Nicole, Jay, Nicole.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, you're all right.
So you didn't miss much. We're still on Puppet Master 1.
Okay.
I don't wait
Ryan's not here yet.
It's going to be a long night, Nicole.
Yeah.
Oh, it's I'll probably my sister will probably leave. I'll go back on. You all be on Puppet Master 3. I'm like, what the fuck have y'all been doing?
We'll speed it along soon. So I feel like they engaged in some 80s tropes here with this movie. One specifically comes to mind is our beloved mullet-headed psychic avoided death by avoiding sex.
It's the rules.
Yeah. And he didn't get his tits out because he didn't go legit.
Who's got a real
Ryan.
Everybody being frozen.
The king is here for this evening.
Yeah, this is all for you.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's frozen.
Yeah, that's possible.
No, he's just sat very still like a good boy.
That was pretty good. That fucking still good Lord.
Fantastic.
He's doing his impression of a non-animated puppet.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, he's good.
That's like stop motion.
Yeah, that's like time stop.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
well, I guess he's going to try that again.
He'll go back. His signal will
Lousy
be up.
bush
He'll be
internet.
back.
Then he's got a mic. You see the microphone he's got? Damn. That's legit.
Yeah.
It's like something I
Jealous.
got. I'm very fucking jealous. His microphone's bigger than mine. Yeah, I'm jealous.
Sorry.
Whoa, that's a statement.
Just went there.
I didn't think we were going to have microphone envy here, but okay.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
It happens every once in a while, especially when someone's got a new microphone.
Hmm.
All right.
That's what microphone.
Are you back?
He's trying to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Wow, I feel like he's on like an old fucking video phone.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ryan.
The flip phone.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
Okay. Well, he figures that out.
Fuck
Yeah. So yeah, he turned
Ryan, I'm
down
booting you.
an opportunity to share a bed with another psychic, and of course, he survived. He just went to bed, and pretty sure she did not.
No.
It's the rules. Don't have sex, don't do drugs.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, it happens. I mean, you. I would have fucked her. I don't care. It'd have been whatever.
Jesus, you're on it.
Fucking kill me. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, at this stage in the game, it's I got a 50-50 shot.
It'd be tough to turn it away. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, seriously, I got a 50-50 shot of surviving.
Right.
So
Yeah.
You're going to take that job.
Yeah, that's just saying. I mean, it's not fucking Jason Voorhees. It's a fucking puppet. I'll punt the son of a bitch across the room and run.
Yeah, exactly.
I must admit, several times in this franchise, I was like, why didn't you just stamp on it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
thought that too. It's like, don't stand still and let the things do things to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I must be
ooh, for
honest.
crying out loud.
like
you know what I mean?
if you're in the elevator like the one chick is, okay,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. But if you're in a big ass fucking house,
Fire.
yeah, a fire, a gun, a hammer, Jesus Christ, 99% of the things you can find in your kitchen can kill these fuckers.
Yeah. The only one that I feel was pretty, realistic as far as a setup to kill somebody, well, I'm talking this first movie.
Okay.
Was Leech Woman. That dude couldn't go anywhere. And I saw that at a time in my life when I was very sensitive to things like that. And this,
Jesus,
You're very sensitive to leeches.
Triggered my gag reflex. I saw that. I was so grossed out. I was like,
I would have loved to have been sitting next to you as you're gagging.
Obviously a man.
Like,
I understand,
Hearing
Clint.
Nicole gag, but then hearing you gag, that's something else. That's on another fucking level.
Yeah. And now I watched it again recently and it didn't do that. So obviously I got over some of that. But I mean, but at the time I originally saw this movie from the video store, that's exactly what happened. I hated that scene. I could not get that image out of my head for years. It was like watching, Gage cut the dude's ankle from under the bed in Pet Cemetery. You know what I mean? I couldn't get that image out of my head for a long time either.
That was great.
Yeah. So this
That
movie,
is a great not get out of your head.
Yeah. It did its job.
I think for me with things like that, it's the sound of the gag that makes me feel sicker than the image.
Yeah.
Or if
it's
somebody
the rep sound that
somebody
makes me
upchucks,
go
they're probably
rather
going to
than
throw
the
up.
visual.
So it's usually what winds up happening. If I don't see you throwing up, you're good. But let's talk about this scene with Leech Lady. Let's dive into this one.
All right.
So, this dude's railing this chick and decides to get a little kinky. Oh, blindfold me. And she's all sucking on him and shit, and then she gets drilled the wrong way by Tunneler.
Not in a fun way.
Not in a fun way.
I was going to say, is there a wrong way?
Yes, there is a wrong way when you get a drill bit shoved all the way through your fucking
face.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's not ideal.
Yes.
That's not the right way.
Perv Nicole, yes, that is the wrong way. That is.
Good to know.
So
the kind of the doll mouth to the sort of the ratio to the slug, she's gonna be able to take quite a bit in there.
Yeah. Oh. Now he's gonna be a regular, I hope. Now he just crossed the threshold.
Thank you very much.
As the guy's laying there, you telling me that you can't tell the difference between that bitch's mouth that you just sucking on you next to this little puppet's mouth. I'd be like, hold up, something's fucking wrong here.
And he's right into it for the first 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. He's like, oh god, no. So you were digging it for the first 3 fucking minutes until you found out, leeches were on you. And even still, I'm like, how did you not realize the fucking difference? Like, wow, weight distribution doesn't exist. A human being doesn't exist apparently. Like, a 120-pound woman down to like 6 pounds. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just saying that was a weird ass fucking. That was the weirdest scene I think in that movie.
It was pretty weird.
Didn't the one chick just have an orgasm in the elevator or something? Doesn't she just walk and she's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Don't remember.
I don't.
I must admit,
I don't.
I've struggled to remember much about the first 2 for points.
It's I think 2 is probably gonna be the hardest to bring up because I really it was so. Let's wrap up with 1, then we'll get to 2.
Yeah.
So basically, is it explained in this one how they come to life? They don't even talk about the
no,
elixir.
that's not talked about till.
It's
kind of touched on in 2, but they don't really go into it probably till 6 or something, 7.
I know 3 touches on it, 4 shows it,
and
then 5. But yeah, so this one you just think they're killer puppets. They're just alive.
Yeah, they never explain how they're animated.
No.
So obviously, everybody in the house dies except for Mullet Man and that chick. Whereas Mullet Man, the only one that survives.
Mullet Man should have died though for turning that bird down.
Yeah.
He deserved it for that.
He should have. Yeah, he
The very thing that saved his life.
Yep.
His virginity.
Yeah.
Probably was.
He was a straight edge if there ever was one.
Fuck that guy. Fuck
Lord
Well,
Jesus.
Again, it's part of the rules. It's one of the only ways to survive in a
it
horror
is.
movie.
That's so they say.
But only a virgin would have had that head.
So, all right. So first one, batshit crazy, but it's fun. It starts the whole thing.
Yeah.
So if you wanna go down that rabbit hole, watch the first one. So you kind of understand. I mean, you don't really even have to understand. Just to learn who the puppets are that's where you get your introduction to them. So,
I would be interested to know if everybody liked it or not. If we get Ryan back on here, I'd kind of like to ask him where he ranks this movie, since he's probably the only one of us who's seen all of them.
I would say
He's trying to upload the PowerPoint presentation.
Oh, that's what's taking all his goddamn fucking bandwidth.
This is Ryan's moment. We're like on bated breath.
Yeah.
Paul.
Hey, Paul. Whoa.
Damn.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hot shit.
Welcome, Paul.
What up?
Ryan, are you with us or not? Okay, gonna go with the big fat fucking no.
We'll come back to him, I guess.
All right. So we'll get it. Whose birthday is it? Catalina Singh had birthday, is she not?
No, I believe that's All Star.
What the fuck is? Oh, never mind. You know what? We're not even doing. Puppet Master 2.
Smash Mouth.
Yeah, same thing. All right. Do we want to go around really quick and see what everybody thought of the first one?
Yeah, what'd you think of the first one? I like it. All right, hold on.
I don't mind the first one. Like I said, it's a fun movie. It's a nice introduction. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever, but it's a fun movie. Yeah, I like it. I don't think it's bad at all. What do you guys with a bacon and a J thing?
Everything I've watched, I've really enjoyed them. But third one's my favourite. Definitely.
Correct answer. Correct.
I did enjoy it.
Awesome. Nicole, you've seen the first one, right?
Yes.
Did you like it?
No.
Shocker. Moving on.
Sorry.
Ryan, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Am I coming through okay?
Yeah, you're good now.
No.
Okay.
So Clint wanted to specifically ask you, especially since you have watched all 15 of these, where do you put the first one at?
Top half.
Is he thinking?
Maybe number 4.
Okay. Damn. All right. Cool. Damn, that's way up there.
Number 5. Number 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I am.
But go for it.
I am too. But keep going, Paul.
I like it. But I like the first 3 of them. I mean, it's not my favorite Full Moon franchise by a long shot, but I mean, they're fun. You know.
We'll have to have a full moon hangout, because I know a lot of people like Ginger Dead Man and Evil
I'm
Bong
a
and everything.
subspecies guy myself.
Oh, so yeah, that's the thing. Ryan likes subspecies too. Yeah. So obviously, everybody but Nicole liked it. Shocker again. I'm not. Here's my shocked face. So all right, let's go on to 2.
Yeah.
Fuck,
speed it up a little, I guess.
God, sorry. All right, everybody like Puppet Master 2? All right, let's go to 3.
Okay. No.
I don't remember anything about 2. I know one thing that I hated about it was so fucking edited. Like barely any gore for a movie with murderous puppets in it. Honestly, it felt like a USA original movie. Like the way it was filmed, the way that it was choreographed, it just felt like it was like a made-for-TV movie. Like it wasn't even, direct to DVD. It was like made for fucking TV. The quality was just poopy.
I think with 2, he was trying to go for like a lower rating to sell to kids.
That could be.
And so 2 isn't.
Okay, enough.
It's not, like, but like, the MPAA still gave it an R because,
Just because of the subject matter?
I mean, he straight up murders a kid in part 2.
Yeah.
That is
That
true.
does happen.
I was going to say that. I mean, he does kill a kid in the second one.
Yeah.
He crosses a level that most movies don't.
I found it interesting how in the second movie they opened up, in a cemetery with them basically trying to resurrect Toulon, and they did that by dumping ecto cooler on him. I don't know what that was. Something in a
better not.
That's the
laboratory
regenerative
lab.
serum that, depending on what Puppet Master movie you're watching,
Yeah, it's the
is what activates the puppets.
the like serum stuff. Yeah.
But that's up to the movie because that's
Yeah.
kind of the whole.
Looked like ecto.
I heard people mention it doesn't make a lot of sense. That's kind of a running theme for this whole franchise.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that you said ecto cooler because that's abuse.
That
Ecto-cooler
is pretty accurate though.
Ecto cooler is without a doubt, but ecto cooler is the shit.
How's that
It's
fun
amazing.
that we had 2 Ghostbusters reboots and no return Ecto?
They made a beer for it.
We got Ecto Cooler when the Ghostbusters 2016 came out.
Ryan, just stop talking. Just don't stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this. Because I'll come to Canada when this. Because I'll come to Canada when the next fucking Ghostbusters comes out.
That's what it's really all about.
Yeah,
No, we got it.
Ghostbusters is my favorite fucking one of my top 3 movies of all fucking time.
Oh.
So, yeah, I kind of go with Paul on that one. Maybe they were trying to market it towards kids or whatever. But remember the motherfucker still has blades on his hands. The other dude's still got a drill on his head. So we're not getting very far with this. Kid friendly.
Yeah, I think they were trying to go for like a lower rating so that like kids could watch it in like a video store.
Mhm.
And it's like, but like the rating system was really goofy at that time. I mean, it's still, did this come out like around the same time as Critters 2? Where Critters 2 was PG and there's like tons of booby shots in it.
Booby shots?
Critters 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Critters 2 definitely. I was even like, there's booby shots in.
Yeah, but like, I remember like all of the PG and PG-13 movies with boobies in them. So
yeah,
from when I was a kid.
The thing that really irritated me with the second one out of anything is the fucking title of it. Like they couldn't get it straight whether it was Puppet Master 2 or if anybody wanted to add the stupid ass tagline to it. They're back, no strings attached. Get the fuck out of here.
I like that stuff. I like a bit of cheese like that. That's perfect.
Jesus.
No, I can't fault that.
That really does set up
I like that.
what you're going to get in that movie.
This was actually, and they introduced Torch in this one, which was really fucking weird because, again, as PG as this movie was, he didn't set a lot of people on fire.
Yeah.
There was at least 2.
There was 2. This says
3.
It's got a...
3?
It was 3, yeah. What was this fucking rated? It was rated R.
They're rating it R.
Yeah,
It was rated R. That's wild.
Was it really not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that rating never got downgraded.
We do see. I mean, we see Blade cutting into someone's head.
Okay.
We see.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Toulon slits his own throat.
Yeah.
And that scene, some of the scariest stop motion animation I've ever seen in my life is in this movie, where Blade jumps off the bed and chases after.
That's the shit that creeps me out. That one creeps me the fuck out.
Here we are.
We are there.
Fuck you guys.
What?
It's gonna come up every time. Stop motion.
I know.
I don't like it.
Stop motion's terrifying.
I know. That's why I shared it on your
don't
page
Fucking
today.
like it. Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Fuckers.
I
So
do
anyway,
think
so
that
yeah.
there needs to be more stop motion in horror movies.
Bite your fucking tongue.
It is effective.
I like it.
I mean,
Because
It's
it feels
creepy.
like more organic than like CGI. Like
Yeah.
there feels like a realness to it, but it also feels like kind of fake too, or surreal. So I don't know. I think it'd be good. I love Mad God.
It feels like a trick. when
Man
it's
God,
stop
Man
motion.
God is really good. I have seen that. That's a
Yeah.
badass movie. No, I mean, I'm kind of with you on that one. It's. I mean, and you got to put the work in for that too. Stop motion isn't just fucking.
Oh no.
You got. I mean, if you've ever watched The Making of the Nightmare Before Christmas, it'll blow your fucking mind how
Yeah.
insane stop motion really is.
Time
And that's
consuming.
the biggest problem, especially with these lower budget movies where stop motion would be a benefit over crappy CGI. But these low budget movies don't have the time
No.
to do stop motion. Like most of their film shoots are shorter than what it would take to be able to pull off 30 seconds of stop motion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely in the low budget movies, like the lower you go, the less time you have to film.
Yeah, I mean,
that was Charlie. I read
Charles
Band's memoirs, and he brought that up. He said like he loved stop motion, but a lot of the time with his rushed filmmaking style and everything, he just didn't have the opportunity to use it as much.
So time consuming to the fact that budgets can't deal with it.
I mean, look how long it took Nightmare Before Christmas to come out. I mean, they announced it. I think it was like in September of whenever, and it was like it still was 2 years before they even released it because they were still adding stuff to it. But man, I'm glad they did. Oh, and let's not take away the fact that this movie has Buck Flower in it. Let's make sure we mention Buck Flower. If you don't know who Buck Flower is, he is the man. He is the drunk man in Back to the Future.
Every movie.
Yeah, pretty much every movie.
Oh, we do.
He was in,
Back to the
They
Future,
Live.
Village of the Damned.
Village of the Damned.
They Live.
They live. Yep.
Oh wow.
He was him and John
That's
Carpenter.
true that we have seen this guy. I do know
Yeah.
it.
Oh, you've definitely seen this guy.
Yeah, I do know it. I said
Yeah,
it like that. The drunk guy and everything. Yeah.
So that
When
is
the
that.
DeLorean crashes.
Pumpkinhead. Buck Flower was
Pumpkin, yep.
yeah, he was the
Oh yeah,
hillbilly
he
dad in
was.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
So that is where
He was,
75% of
Brian
this budget
Remmer's
went
dad.
was to get Buck Flower. The other 25 went towards the film. I guarantee that. I'm telling you now. So the second one, I mean, I need to go back and rewatch it apparently, but
I'll be honest, I'm with you, Don. I don't remember much about it, and I've watched it twice
Yeah.
now.
so,
I can't seem to get that one in my head.
Yep, Ryan's gonna say it's his favorite. No, he's fucking not.
No,
No,
it's
he's
not my
not.
favorite.
No, yeah.
I know.
Because I think Ryan's might be the same as
But
mine.
I do rank it above. I do rank it above part one.
Wow. All right.
Really?
I mean,
Wow.
again, I'm gonna go back and watch it, and it's probably it's probably with good reason that you can do it, but I got to go back and watch it. But I know from what I remember from it, I wasn't a huge fan, but I would still, if I'm gonna watch Puppet Master, I'm not gonna skip any of them, so I would sit down and watch it. Bacons, Jay.
I don't think you watched it, did you?
No, I fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep the other night too because we rewatched it.
Imagine that.
What a coincidence. So did I.
Yeah, well, the first time I watched it, I fell asleep, and I had to watch it again the second time, and I still haven't returned any information.
So if you guys all fell asleep, it sounds to me like y'all missed the best part of the movie.
Probably.
Oh, I
And that's
rewatched
at the-
it. That's what I'm
that's at
saying.
the
The other night, I still can't return anything. Tell me the best part.
At the climax, when Toulon puts himself into that human-sized puppet, and it looks like a storefront mannequin.
Fuck that noise. No.
Yeah.
That
was
shit is
absolutely terrifying.
That's fucking nightmare fuel.
Yeah, that is quite scary.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, that one just didn't seem to stick with me, and I don't know why. Two just didn't stick. Don't know why.
Have you seen it, Nicole?
No.
Nicole,
Ryan?
how many of these have you seen?
I saw the first one
Okay.
like 20 years ago.
She's just here. She's just here for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell Claire to check her messages.
Oh shit!
Jesus
Sorry, mate.
Christ.
One sec.
Nothing
Sorry,
major.
love.
It's nothing major.
All right, so Ryan, you already said you rank it above the first one, so
Yeah.
number 3 or 4.
Oh, this would be my number. This would actually be right above. Yeah, so it's my number 4.
Okay, cool. Paul.
I wasn't really a fan of this one.
Yeah.
So,
I got, like I said, I'm gonna go back and watch
Ooh.
just to see all this. Now,
I
Ooh.
dated a girl that was like obsessed with all of these movies,
damn.
and like just really loved them. So I, like, I don't know, maybe it's me like associating my memories of that terrible, terrible relationship with it.
Puppet Master
Yeah.
PTSD.
Jesus.
I think we're all experiencing
That's
it right
rough. That's a rough one right there. God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw this movie when I was like 9, so it was just
now. Wow.
Puppet Master and Cheetos for me. Life was simpler then.
You
Maybe
were
that's my favorite so much
you
more.
You were the target demographic.
Oh, they sucked Ryan's ass right on in. They were like, "Who got this motherfucker? He's a lifer. He's a lifer." Sorry. So, number 3, in my opinion, Clint, did you like the second one?
Man,
Sure, you fell asleep.
if I'd have stayed away for it, I could
Okay,
have
there
a
we
stronger opinion of it.
There we go.
What I did see of it, yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Okay. All right. So 3. Now here's where we get this is like the division of Puppet Master because a lot of people love this one. This is Toulon's Revenge, I think, is the third one. And then you kind of get the backstory a little bit in the beginning of it. They kind of give you a taste of, what these guys are and everything like that, who Toulon is and everything. But the story for
Until
this
you get to
one,
part 7, and then it changes everything.
and then it changes every fucking thing. But the story for this one's actually put together really well. Leech Lady's back in this one. I think you get what 6 shooters introduced in this one.
Yeah, we actually got a Leech Woman origin story,
and that's
here,
all fucking he does.
Yeah,
Rich,
it's like
Rich
the
just
Leech
did
of
it.
Origin.
Rich just did it. All he does is it's the only fucking noise he makes. I'm like, each one of these motherfuckers just, has a distinct noise.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about noises when we get to
but when he
part
fires
4.
his gun, it sounds like Dirty Harry's gun.
That's true.
It's
That's
true.
true.
It's awesome, and he's got
It is
6 of them.
Wow,
It's true.
it is
So
amazing.
he's the standout without a doubt. So they start talking about is this the one that shows that one, Ryan? Is this one that shows the Mandarin puppet in the very beginning?
No, the Mandarin was from the first movie.
Okay,
Mm.
gotcha. Yeah, there was like a
This is the one that
short-lived
opens
puppet.
up with the marionette show with the little Hitler
Yes,
marionette.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
got it.
It's got that really annoying child actor
Yeah.
who looks
The
like
peppermints.
who looks like the kid from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
Augustus
Actually-
Gloop.
Augustus Gloop.
Actually, I thought
Yeah,
it
that's
looked
it,
like
Augustus.
Bob from
Probably is. Huh?
Black
House,
Adder.
House by the Cemetery. Yeah.
No, Bob.
He's not quite at Bob levels, but he's almost there.
He's not. He's not at
He
Michael's
does
level
inadvert-
from Burial Ground. He's not at Bob's level from
Oh,
House by the
man.
Cemetery.
He
When you can
does
get- when
kind
you
of
can hit
inadvertently
Michael's
get
level-
his dad killed. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you can hit Michael level, you got problems.
And they went very heavy on the reanimator with this.
This was
Yeah.
the one that really felt like if
That
there
is
was ever going to
exactly
be like
what Jay said
yeah,
straight
if there was
away.
ever a
Reanimator vibes was
crossover,
huge.
yeah, if there was ever a ripoff of it from Reanimator, this one was it.
Yeah.
Like direct, like the elixir, the needle, everything. It was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And
Yeah.
and again,
The only thing that would have made it more obvious would be if it glowed.
that's it
And
could
it
be
fucking
red,
does
too.
later on.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
you
forgot.
weren't there for that.
we ain't
You
gonna
weren't
make it
there
that
for
far.
Wait, sleepy.
We're gonna make it to 5, and everybody's gonna go, "Why the fuck are we still talking about these?"
Mhm.
You realize if we make it to 5, we're still only a third of the way through these.
Can you
Yes.
stop reminding everyone of that? Thank you. Though.
I've got you
Appreciate
to late, Ryan. I've got you to late.
it. Anyway, so yeah, Nazis.
Fucking
And
love
more- and
the
more-
vibe in 3
and-
for that.
and more Nazis. Yeah, this one is definitely like you said, the aesthetics. It's got the aesthetics.
The
down,
Nazi
this one.
vibe is fucking great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good day
Yeah.
to you, fellow puppeteer.
Alaska.
I had this all the way through 3 with these
Good
two
job.
sat either side of me.
That is good.
There will
I mean,
be a new world order.
All the way through 3, this is what I had at either side of me.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
100%.
Kaiser.
Plus, it says Richard Lynch in it. I mean, Richard Lynch is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, so he's in this. I can live with that. That's really the only part I can live with.
I mean, Guy Rolfe is acting the shit out of the movie too.
Dude, Guy Rolfe, he should have won a fucking Oscar for this movie.
Everybody else in the entire franchise is just like, I'm in a shitty Puppet Master movie. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna show up and get my paycheck.
Yep.
Guy Rolfe, I don't know what happened, but he was like, I am gonna put my very soul
Yep.
into my performance.
I'm gonna
in this
fuck
franchise.
these movies. I'm gonna fuck these movies
just-
like I love them.
Was
And
he in
did too,
Dolls?
man. What's wrong?
Was he in Dolls? Guy Rolfe?
Oh
Is that who
no!
I'm thinking of?
Oh,
Please
was that
stop.
him in Dolls?
Shut up.
I don't know.
I know the name.
Yes,
I
it
can't-
was.
Okay.
I didn't want to bring that up.
Sorry.
Hate that fucking movie. Everyone knows that's my trigger point. Fucking
I love
Dolls.
that movie. Love that one.
Back to Puppet Master
Yeah.
3, please. Nazis.
Yeah, Puppet Master 3 kind of
Not
made Nazis its
see
personality.
that
I'm just, you know what? Fuck this. Ryan, I'm just turning the reins over to you. You know about these movies. I'm looking at a fucking synopsis on Wikipedia. You don't even need to. You can explain these. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
It was basically what you said. It's an origin story called Toulon's Revenge, even though the second movie was kind of Toulon's Revenge. But this is good Toulon's Revenge. But in the second movie, he's evil. They don't explain that.
No.
Anyway, but no, you're right. It's an origin story. It shows us like the introduction to Leech Woman, 6-shooter, who again wasn't in the first or second movie, even though he was in this one, which is a prequel. Yep. But yeah, no, it's just that it's basically Toulon escaping Nazi Germany, which leads up to the beginning of the first movie. And it's like you said, it's for some reason it seems to be a lot of people's favorites. I think Paul, you said it was your favorite.
Yeah.
And me.
And Rich.
And Rich.
I'd say it's my second favourite, but I've only got up to 8.
But, you know,
Well,
like,
7 because 8's the clips of it.
And Nicole, I'm sure if you saw it, it would probably be your favorite too.
If I saw it.
Clint, how do
It
you
is,
feel
I
about it?
must admit, the aesthetic, the whole Nazi thing, I really like.
You
It's
should
a bit
take
cool.
the time to watch it, no?
Yeah.
I can't.
There
Um,
will
Can't
be
do it.
consequences.
Can't do it.
Oh, I keep imagining Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's
I know,
Heroes.
right?
You know?
You just showed our age, Clint.
Yeah.
We need to go
I
outside.
only
No, I
remember
can't
that
go
from the
outside.
episode of Simpsons.
So yeah, part 3 was good. I did see a majority of it. I may have nodded off at one point, but I did catch most of this movie, and yeah, I don't know if I'm going to call it my favorite. I still have a soft spot for part 1.
I like 3. Not my favorite, but it's up there. It's definitely like
I'd say it's my second favourite for what I've seen.
that's where I'm at.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, it's still in my top 3. I just
oh,
it's not my
without a
favorite.
shadow of a
Yeah.
doubt, it's
Yeah.
I will say that. Paul, did you say you liked it?
Yeah, it's my favorite of the series.
Got it.
It's the only one where if you didn't already know it was direct to video, you could believe that this was a theatrical movie.
That I will
Yeah.
say.
Absolutely. Totally agree with that.
That I'll say. Yeah. Now we're gonna go on to my favorite one, number 4. That is my
Same.
favorite. Now, the thing I love about this one is the Power Ranger villain. I fucking love it. I'm like, this guy is like Lord Zed, Rita. It felt like a fucking episode of Power Rangers, and I fucking loved it.
What Power Ranger?
What the fuck you mean? What? Oh my god! I'm gonna
Carry on.
Okay, enlighten him. So this one actually has a villain, and this is where you find out that this whole thing took place in Egyptian. It's like, what the fuck?
I know you.
Apparently, Toulon can put his head on a fucking puppet now. And it has a very
That's
very
Decapitron.
Decapitron. Like, okay,
Yeah.
now we're getting somewhere. But this one actually makes the most out of like the special effects, because there's only a couple of times where you see stop motion. There's only a couple times where you see, that, oh, there's that cheap looking shit, whatever. But most of it is the actual puppets. And they made the most of it without having them in there. So I really liked that part. I love the demons, the little fuckers that came out of wherever. Those were gnarly looking as fuck.
The totems?
Oh, the totems.
Yeah, totems. And the only thing I didn't like about this movie was how close that guy's titties together were. A guy that was in hell or wherever.
Right.
I was like,
He had some
The tits
he had
not
some
mentioned in
aggressive
our own.
looking nipples.
His nipples looked like they were like,
They are some big ass
it
nipples.
looked like someone irritated those. Like,
They looked a
Flicking
bit
them
chapped,
for hours.
didn't they?
yeah, Jay's got it. Like fucking
I
just
was starting from the telly going,
yeah. Like Jesus.
Those were 2 fried eggs on a chip.
Oh yes. Oh,
Two little, yeah.
those are being served at brunch. But yeah, that guy's aggressive nipples were like all you were trying not to look at them, and you're like, God
You couldn't
damn,
help it. They were right in your face.
dude. They didn't have to make them
He
like
kept
blood
leaning
fucking
into
red.
the camera.
Like Jesus
yours-
Christ.
Didn't look
Dark-
like a ball sack.
Yeah, his chin looked quite ball sackish. You're right.
I thought his chin looked like a vagina.
This guy was not attractive at all.
No.
I'm gonna pull.
I
I
did.
gotta pull this up. I gotta do it.
You
Nah,
like
I
it.
gotta fucking do it now. Everybody's probably wondering, like, what does this guy look? What's
Jay
this guy
has to
look
take
We lost
himself
the
off to the bathroom.
Oh, big snort. I love her.
One down, rest to go.
Oh, let's see if I can find him. Let's see.
Oh.
I've got to find a good picture. That is not a good. This picture just doesn't even look right. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. No,
Show us.
Get it
no,
out.
it's got
I'm
to clear.
afraid.
Oh,
You
God.
should lose it.
She's done. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. There's a perfect one. God damn. Holy shit! I need 3D glasses for this. Shoot. All right, let me share this shite. Oh my God. Why am I doing this to us? All right, hold on. Here it comes. All right. There's them big old titties.
Look
at
that.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
I mean,
there we are. Look at them.
that is one ugly
Keep that
son
on
of
a
a bitch.
minute. Keep that right there a second. I need to just do one thing. Hang on.
Then some
God,
big
they're
ass
real
demon
weird.
titties.
They look really chapped, like he's been running in a nylon vest or
Should always wear plasters on your lips.
Like the-
I mean, and some of these are just weird. Like he's like in a robe here. It was like fucking. This one looks like
This should help.
He looks like he just got done doing something wrong.
Oh my god!
It's only
Like-
weird if you make it weird.
See, that's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
it weird.
This might be the bit. Yeah, hold on, I gotta get that one back up there again. Look, let's see what they do for you, Rich. See if it's Here you go.
Oh
He's a scrappy
Jesus!
lad, isn't he?
Oh Jesus! Gives a
I mean,
bite.
that's fucking
It's very
nuts.
loud.
Don,
mean, Loud. What?
it's like the gorilla in Country Junction.
Oh my god. Oh
It's
my
like
god.
Shave the Bigfoot.
That orangutan.
Shit, the
Oh.
Bigfoot.
Fuck. All right. Jesus
Fuck's sake.
Christ. Does anybody? Mike might be the only one. Does anybody have a picture of that orangutan? That was at the Country Junction store, Clint?
I have a bad picture of it.
Well, does it show its titties?
I'm invested.
Maybe.
It's probably in the group chat somewhere.
Maybe.
Probably. I'll try to send it again.
Yes, thank you, Clint. Thank you for fucking trying to send it. Oh, here's a good one. Hold on. I gotta share my screen again.
Oh my god.
It goes in
Fuck
It is
yeah.
an issue for eyes, look.
I'm still laughing at ball
Oh
sack.
man, look at this shit. Oh, I might have to go off camera for a minute. It's hot as fuck. Just
I like a
the
ball
post.
in.
Whoever decided to screen capture this, it's beautiful. I mean, his hands are right over his balls, and he still get his nipples.
What the fuck? I'm gonna have to try and spread that.
It's like he's playing the finger game.
Jesus.
I mean, it's like bam.
It looks like he's got certain thing in his hands. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It's like he's playing the game.
It's like I'm holding something.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I didn't even. Oh my god.
Ugh.
I know.
Sorry,
that's just
you
how,
brought the
I know
picture
that's
up.
just how his fucking hands are, but now I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, you see, you can just see what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first thing I saw, that he was holding a head.
I really want to like Photoshop a cucumber into his hands.
I do too. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna happen.
No, that would be an
I'm gonna have
eggplant,
to-
wouldn't it?
I'm
For
gonna have
American,
to-
it'd be an
I'm gonna have to-
eggplant.
That'll be yeah. That'll be the reboot.
Oh.
So yeah. So anyway,
That'll
so
really-
that guy's fucked up. Satek, I think is his name. I don't know. Big onion titties is what we're gonna call him. But yeah, so I mean, that's your villain of this one basically. And then he sends out these little fuckers called totems, and they're actually, you know what? I gotta find a picture of them because they are badass looking.
Yeah. Their bodies remind me a little bit of like the Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
exactly what we said.
Yeah.
It reminded us of Gremlins with like a predator style hat on.
Yeah. Something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. We all said Gremlins, like, didn't
Yeah,
we?
was this the one with the science guy? The
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
robot looked like coffee machine.
Yeah, the little robot dudes that look like coffee.
Yeah,
making machines.
yeah, and he was like
Yeah,
shooting
oh.
lasers at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
This freaking
That dude,
movie had everything.
Dude, this
Yeah.
movie had yes.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a
That
good
dude.
shot.
That's a good
Yeah.
shot of it. Yeah.
I got like a Pumpkinhead vibe there.
They,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
That little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm. Oh my god! Speaking of the fucking, there's a cough. Well, no, that's that one. That's that one motherfucker right there. I thought it was that
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah, and you mentioned a real like Power Rangers type feel to this. I mean, I agree with that. You know, I almost felt kind of like Godzilla-esque
Yeah, I'm.
with
Dude.
some of the stuff they included in this. You know, like Decapitron. The name alone makes me think it's like a Godzilla movie. You know what I mean?
I think you
And,
said it. I think you just said it best.
Yeah.
This movie has everything. I mean, it
Yeah.
really does. From
Puppets with lasers.
laser tag.
How do you go wrong?
Yeah, laser tag.
Yeah, laser tag.
You know, you got your stuck up dickhead that tries to steal everything, and this is the guy that
What
you
are you
want to die.
wanker?
Yeah, he was.
Some
he was
sidekick having an orgasm in a coma.
yeah, like fuck. So, yeah, this movie did have everything, man. I really enjoyed this one. I like the storytelling on this one, and I didn't hate I didn't hate the characters. That was the big thing. Like the other ones, it's like, man, these fuckers just all need to die. You know, there was only like one person in this one that needed to die, and that was that douchebag Cameron.
Yeah, that douchebag needs to die straight away.
Yeah, it was a proper knobhead.
Oh, and it's got the
Dollar
guy
Store
from fucking.
Reynolds.
It's got the dude
Dollar
from
Store
RoboCop
Ryan
in it.
Reynolds, absolutely.
And it's got the guy from RoboCop in it. The black
The
scientist.
scientist at the beginning, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, I knew that guy. So, yeah. This is my favorite one, without a doubt. You know, and honestly, I can't. 4 and 5 literally go hand in hand. They were shot back to back, and they have. It's pretty much almost like the same. I want to say it's almost like the same movie, but it has its differences. But I think
It's like one movie in two.
Yeah, 4 is the superior one. 4 is my favorite one. So
I like 4 the best.
Nicole, if you saw
There is
that would
actually
be
an
your
interesting
favorite.
story about that.
Well, let's go.
So everybody says 4 and 5 were shot back to back. Technically true, but it's not. It's not in classic Charles Band fashion. He was filming, they were filming it, and he realized it was too long to be a Puppet Master movie. Chucky Band liked his movies around an hour 20, and this one was pushing like an hour 45. So it's not that they were filmed back to back; it's that he got them to cut enough stuff out of the movie to make a second movie out of it.
So it was essentially one movie.
Yeah,
It was going to be one movie, but it was running long, so
That's what it
got
felt
them
like.
to cut some stuff and make it 2
Well,
movies.
that explains everything.
But they're not
It does.
It
filmed
also explains how part 5 there's such a huge drop
Yeah.
in quality from part 4 to part 5.
It would be neat if somebody were to take these movies and basically cut out all the filler that was put into it and restore the cohesive like single story.
To have a full narrative.
That
As
would be
long as
cool.
it doesn't mean cutting out the laser tag scene, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no,
Both-
the laser tag scene was
Both
shit.
laser tag scenes.
Oh yeah,
need to
I
be
want
in
the one
movie.
with the
How
with the
could you cut
coffee
that?
makers and the one with the puppets. Yeah, I want them both.
Was this the one that had the lame ass incinerator that like had a placard on the outside
Yeah,
of that
that's
literally said
right,
top
that's the
secret?
guy from RoboCop.
Right.
That's the dude from RoboCop.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you have nuclear grade incinerator sat in your fucking office?
And it was
Yeah.
top secret.
Yeah, and why would you
What?
stamp it top secret and
What?
have it out in the open if it was truly top secret?
Yeah, that was the one that got us.
Way to go, Clint. Way to fuck
Movie
everything up there.
ruined. No
Movie's
longer
done.
Ryan's
Right,
favorite.
though.
Top secret incinerator.
It was odd.
And an exit sign above the only door in the office.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, too many people were trying to jump through the window, so they had to put that sign.
Yeah.
Now Jay
Sounds
brings up
about right.
a really good one right there. When she's in there, the door's never locked. Like the security guard comes in, drops off the totem, he leaves, door opens right up. She opens the door at one point again. Then all of a sudden she loses the top of her finger and the fucking door. I can't open the door, but you know that's because I'm locking it 14 fucking times as I'm trying to pull it open. Like you forgot how to use a fucking door. Like it's that that door that was like the one thing that stuck out to me. I said, "Why is there an exit sign above a fucking
Well, maybe she
only
was
goddamn door?"
Maybe she was missing the one critical finger she needed to open
Man,
that
she had
door.
her fucking. If you go back and look, she had all 5 of her fucking fingers. That's the other thing I noticed. Like they cut the top off, and then like I'm looking at her hand. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She got all 5 fucking fingers now. Like, all right, well.
I must be honest, it sounds really
Weird.
bad, but through the entire ones I watched, there was so many bits. But it's full moon. You got to remember, we are talking small budgets for movies.
Hey,
Yeah.
the biggest thing about this one, this one I would still consider like 3. Like if this wound up in the movies, I wouldn't have been surprised. I know it never.
I've got loads of opinions on 4.
Yeah. Well, let's hear them.
So, John, will you indulge me a minute and look some stuff up on Google for me?
Can I do what now and the what?
Get some pictures off Google for me to indulge me a second.
Oh, of course.
Right, so if you Google, is it Rick's love interest in this, the girlfriend?
Susie.
how she looks in that movie.
Looks like Jennifer from Back to the Future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also Karate Kid's girlfriend, Elizabeth
Son
Shue in the first one.
Bitch. Elizabeth.
They have literally put the entire outfit exactly pretty much the same to give it exactly the same aesthetic. Just saying.
My mind's about to fucking blow here in a second. Because, fuck.
It's true though. It's all there. I looked it up and I watched it the other night. I was like, fuck, that looks like something else.
Yep.
The hair braid, the clothing, the powder blue jumper. It's like they have, and even though it's 90s, 4 and 5 feel more 80s than the 80s ones. There, look, it's all there.
I mean, this is
I think
one I'm
my
trying to
girl's
get those
doing
two.
the
It's
same
too
thing
small.
as her right now.
I didn't hear that, Paul. Say again.
Sorry, what was that?
Who was that? I couldn't hear that.
My doing the same thing as hers right now. It's driving me nuts.
You need a better stylist.
You need to put your hair up in braids or something. There you go.
I just
Claire,
stick all mine
I'm
into a
so
hat.
glad you brought that up because I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, this.
Yeah. There's also other bits with the other characters in 4 and 5, where like we've got very much in fact we are on 5, but do you know what I mean? There's bits where it's like they've so copied the aesthetic from the 80s time where those movies were coming out in the late 80s, even though it's 90s, where it's like they've literally copied it.
Yep, like this.
But
this asshole.
that happens a lot in indie movies anyway.
What a douche that guy is.
But look
What
at
a
look who he looks like though, and I'm just loosely saying this, like Claire's saying, if you know the whole copying everything. If you look at that shot right there, tell me that doesn't look like Egon from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, definitely.
My brain immediately went to Brian Austin Green.
You can do that.
Yeah, Brian Austin Green. Yeah.
I was thinking Vanilla
I
Ice.
see that.
Vanilla Ice, that too. Yeah.
So,
that guy looks like a Van Winkle.
Yeah, right? Yeah, he could be a Van Winkle. You ain't lying.
But it is that thing where I like it though. I don't dislike it.
Yeah,
I kind of like the fact that the 90s ones look more 80s than the one that was in the 80s. The first one.
I agree. No, I agree. Again, the aesthetic. It's.
Yeah, it happens a lot in indie horror anyway, where they take it back to that time where we all loved, the movies.
Yep. Who's the other girl? Shit.
Again, I always go with the aesthetic shit because, I'm not intelligent like you.
I have to type in people. I didn't get a goddamn thing. What the fuck was your name? Lindsay? Laura? Something? Let's look up the cast, dumbass. It's right there. I'm talking to myself.
You talking about Lauren, played by
Lauren.
Teresa Hill?
Yeah, thanks, Clint. You just let me, just let me go.
I was right there, man.
You just wanted me to suffer.
I just had to unmute for a second.
Oh,
Sorry, that
got
took
it.
so long.
Yeah, Teresa Hill. So let's do Lauren. She reminds me of somebody straight. Well, and it hadn't even come out yet, I don't think, but she reminded me of somebody right the fuck up out of The Craft.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that whole get up and everything. And she was like a catalyst.
Well, that's the bit where you said when she walked in and she went, "Here comes the token goth bird."
Mm.
Yeah. When we watched that one, Jay was like, "Here's the token goth bird."
Yeah.
You got that vibe.
Yeah, 100%. And she was like the catalyst. So like Toulon talked through her and shit, and that was just weird too. But there were a couple things in the movie that were bizarre, but still, I mean, it was still a damn good.
Yeah, I like
damn
4.
good
I think
puppet
it's
master.
my favorite.
I definitely think it's mine. Anything else, love?
That's it. That's all I had to
Okay.
say was the 80s aesthetic. That was it.
Okie dokie. Just make sure everybody got to see them pictures. All right. 5. Ryan, take it away.
5. It's the rest of part 4.
Okay. Here we go.
So 5 starts off with the main guy being interviewed. They think he did it. For some reason, they allow him to go back to the hotel, and Nipples McGee unleashes the totem that is tied to his self. So we only get one totem in part 5 that's touted as this Uber totem that really doesn't do anything different. So we have less totems this time around. The psychic girl is in a coma, but then she's not. And we get that really weird dream sequence where his girlfriend is all gouged up in the bubble bath, getting her head drilled by Tunneler.
I'm
That's
just
basically
gonna
part 5
nod
in a
and say
nutshell.
yes.
That's basically part 5 in a nutshell. It's bare bones. There's no movie to be had there.
Oh yeah,
Like I said, it was literally Chucky Band just getting an extra buck.
Yeah, the totem really looked like Liberace as well.
Oh,
Sparkly.
When he's sparkly totem, it was very sparkly.
Spangly smoking jacket.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I can't. I was gonna look up Titties McGee, but I'm not. I'm afraid of what I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I'll be.
And that's different from your regular search history.
He's just gonna say,
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drop
the
my,
full
down
my,
time.
my search history is a little like it has class.
Mic drop ball. That was great.
Like titties McGee. That's just it's not serious enough. Like I get it down to the fucking point.
No.
Like that's not formal enough. What?
Sorry, should it be more
He's
formal?
right,
So last name first.
Yeah,
McGee,
exactly. Like,
McGee,
or how about
comma,
I'm just
titties?
gonna type in titties. Like I don't need titties McGee. I'm just gonna type in titties,
Me.
boobies. I'm not revealing this.
Debs.
Waps.
Yeah,
Buggers.
that
You had
thing,
to set him off, didn't you?
What are y'all doing now? Y'all are fucking going crazy. I can't find. I looked up Liberace totem and I got something weird too.
I can make it so weird.
You don't say.
Yeah, I got. This is what I got. This. I'll show you exactly what I got.
Oh, please do.
Lovehoney.com.
So I got that.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ! What?
That's what I said.
Was that from the movie?
It kind of looks like it is.
This is the one.
Yeah.
That's the one from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck, you can clearly see this. And Ryan, I'm so glad that you said it for 4. You can definitely see the fucking quality downfall. I mean, look at this, and then that's from 4.
Yeah.
Like, huge fucking quality
Yeah.
difference. I don't even think that's from 4. That's from 4.
I must be honest, I just wanted to stamp on the little motherfuckers.
Well, hell, the one bitch had it right. She kicked the motherfucker across the room.
I
I'm
would
like,
have done
there
that.
you go. I'm like, all you guys got to do.
His Skeletor vibe, though.
Oh yeah, he was definitely like Skeletor. Oh, without a
Yeah,
doubt. If
definitely.
Skeletor had big ass titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
Yeah,
everybody in
Skeletor-
He-Man
Skeletor
kinda
did
had
have big
a
ass
pretty full
titties.
chest.
They're called pecs.
I'm gonna look up.
on-
Skeletor. I'm gonna
If
look
you
up.
can flex
Potato,
them, they're
potato.
pecs.
I was gonna say I was gonna look up Skeletor titties, but I'm not looking that up.
That's some Rule 34 stuff right there. That's a
That's-
rabbit
that's-
hole. You're
that-
not.
Yeah, that's. I'm going.
Not-
not
right,
for
come on,
tonight.
right down there. No, we're not playing that game tonight.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Pectorals. Anyway. Yeah. So 5 was a waste. I think they should. Do you think they should have just went right to 6?
I mean, I prefer 6 over 5.
Uh,
But honestly, with part
well,
5 and
there's
on,
some new puppet information in 5, though. New
no,
puppet.
there's no new puppet. No, it's just
Just
Decapitron
the
again.
Capitron still.
And Torch is there now for some reason.
Yeah. What the fuck was I?
That's what I meant.
literally
Why
about to
did
say.
Torch appear at the end?
Yeah. Like
Out of nowhere.
Because
He wasn't
that's
in-
what Torch do.
that's what
Okay.
Torch do. That's
Okay.
a shirt.
Torch
I'll take
shows
that,
up for
that's
Torch
fine.
shows up for
Yeah,
no
we got
reason in
some
part
guys.
2.
I'll
He
take
shows
that.
up for no reason.
That
in
needs to
part
be a
5.
Hamityville shirt. That's what Torch do.
It was odd though for me, but I get it. If that's what he does, I'm all for it.
I'd mentioned, I was like, where the fuck is it? And all of a sudden he's there.
Yeah, because Rich really likes that.
Yeah.
And he
They
was like,
don't-
where is he? And
They
then all of a
didn't
sudden
like
he appeared
using
at the
Torch
end. Well,
because
third part of the movie.
Because they had to you actually use fire.
because they had to. Yeah, Torch was expensive.
Ah,
Cool,
yeah,
lovely.
again,
Oh,
good
what
to-
what was that, Paul?
Oh, it's Blade.
Oh,
So it is.
Yeah.
I've got fun with Blade coming.
I've got my
Yeah, you have.
little Puppet Master standee.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
I feel like the merch game was really unnecessarily weak on the Puppet Master movies. I feel like
Well, I mean, it was Charles Band, right? Like everything was through his store. So
yeah,
Yeah.
unless you hung around for the full moon video zone at the end, nobody even knew it was available.
yeah.
True story. True story. They should have had it where you sent in box tops and you got puppets. That's what I would have did. That's how I would have set it up.
I mean, there is a Puppet Master video game is coming out.
So they have said. I was actually
Really?
looking at that when I was going through the pictures. I'm interested.
Yeah, it's gonna be
in
like
that.
one of those Dead by Daylight games. 4 people running around, one person's a puppet.
I want to play as Blade now. Go stabby.
Go step.
And hooky.
I like Blade. That's what I've taken from it. I like Blade.
Yeah. Blade is the best.
You would think I would.
Yeah.
I mean, with the
And he is
exception
the
of
one
Dr.
who's-
Death, he's the. Sorry, go ahead, Clint.
I was going to say, he is basically the one that's been in pretty well all the movies.
Yeah. He has his own solo
Yeah.
movie.
The only one I don't think he was in was Retro, and well, no, he was in Retro
He was.
But it was different.
for
I think,
about 30
in
seconds.
retro.
No,
Yeah.
all the original puppets were in Retro. There was at the very beginning of the movie because Guy Rolfe's telling the story to his puppets, so you see the OG puppets in that for about 30 seconds before it goes to the shitty lane.
Give me a sec, guys.
Oh, good. You want us to jump ahead to part 6?
Yeah, go for it.
Who saw part 6? That's Curse of the Puppet Master.
I did see
We have.
Curse.
Sorry, what was that, Paul?
I did see Curse.
I like Curse. I mean, it's basically a remake of, but it's still good.
It's fair.
So here's the problem with the entire franchise moving forward. It's okay.
No, Cursed. That's the one with the young guy who's taken on as an apprentice that he actually just wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scene where the girl, like, she stands in the doorway and you can see her silhouette through her nightie, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then, but it gets that cool shot where she pulls the blanket back and, like, his insides are, like, gears and everything because he's a puppet.
Yeah, the clockwork thing. And there's a bit where he pulls them back at the beginning and his legs are just like the puppets' stumps.
Yeah, stumps, wooden stumps.
wood
Like
thing.
Pinocchio type things.
That's pretty cool. It was odd though the way they took it for me. It was like
with,
the Mice of Mice and Men version. It was
there
odd.
was a bit of Mice and Men vibes in that for sure.
Yeah, very
was
much
not
so. It was
the,
odd that they went that way.
It's weird that this is one of the most politically incorrect ones, and this is a franchise.
You know what?
involving
I
Nazis.
was actually going to say the same thing. It's very politically incorrect, isn't it?
It's not super PC. I mean, it's a product
not,
of its time, though.
Then a lot of
It's a
stuff
product of its
we
time, though.
watched
Like,
from
it's-
that time
yeah.
isn't. You know.
But yeah, considering this franchise is mostly about Nazis, it's weird that this is the one that gets the bit of a.
I think Nazis
Plenty-
get the exploitation vote, whereas you're going where you're saying, I'm saying, that's a different thing. Because you could get away with putting it in the exploitation bag.
Yeah. And I
Of
mean,
Nazis.
the actor
Yeah,
in this is
okay.
fine, but he was kind of going for Ben Stiller in Happy Jack vibes.
Do you know, I kind of wanted to say that, or in Tropic Thunder, is it Simple?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh, Simple Jack. That's it. Simple
yeah,
Jack. Yeah.
yeah.
Bit of that.
It's like,
Clint,
it's
you want
strange
to-
on where they went with it, but I liked it, but I would certainly think it's low on my list for where I got to.
The ending's pretty. Clint, have you seen it?
I have not. So
Is that
we're
the
talking
ending
about
that I didn't like that I thought was real
Retro
odd? Or
Puppet
was
Master?
that 7?
Part
Yeah,
I'm talking
six?
Curse of the Puppet Master.
Curse. I'm sorry. I'm one ahead.
Yeah, 6 just ended, didn't it? In a real fun.
Was it 6 the one? It just like went.
Yeah, 6 just
I know.
ends. He becomes the
Yeah.
he becomes like the little
That
tank
pissed me
puppet.
off a bit.
Gives a little shit-eating glare and then just roll credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like it didn't end it for me. I kind of was like,
It's just rush.
what? It was kind of that.
It's like it was Friday afternoon and they just want to get it finished.
Yeah, it was like it was time to fuck off. It was 10 to 6, and it was like, nah, time to go.
Yeah, and
It
this is
felt
where
like
you
it
can
needed
really
finishing.
Very odd finishing that. The way we want to finish, wasn't it?
and this is where Charles Band stopped putting money into these. Like, you can tell with the puppets, like they're when they are in it, they're barely moving. There's
I
recycled
must
footage
admit-
from previous movies.
What I've heard about Full Moon up to that point is like Full Moon changed a lot as it came to that point as well. With previous movies they've done in any franchise.
Charles Band used to get funding from Paramount. He had a deal with Paramount Pictures for the longest time. But he burned that bridge, most like he burns most of his bridges. So basically everything from Curse on is Charles Band going full independent. And it shows with the
Makes
quality
sense now.
just nosedives. Like, to put it in perspective, the guy who made Curse of Puppet Master was the same guy who made Puppet Master 3. So we know he can make a very well put together movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this was just you can only do so much with a limited budget.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can. You are right. Budget determines how good your movie looks, I do feel. And again, like Paul was saying earlier about with the stop motion and timing schedules and how long it takes and everything, and now they don't have the budget to do it right. It's the same with everything in a movie. It's like if you haven't got the budget for the time, it's always going to look worse. It's a shame because I'm gonna go and watch the rest of them. You know, it's like I ran out of time.
So you made it to. You said you made it to 8. So the Puppet Master Legacy was the last
I didn't
one.
watch 8 because you said it was clips, and I went through a synopsis, and it is just clips.
Yeah. Holy shit! He's back from the dead.
Mike.
Back from the dead.
Hi, Butter Tart.
What's up?
Hey, love.
Good evening, Michael.
That's it, money.
I'm sitting in the dark because my fucking backyard light bulb went out, and I didn't have any floodlights.
That motherfucker.
So I had to go inside and swipe like a little light bulb, and I put it in, and it's not doing any justice. So, but it makes me more mysterious looking. So
there you go.
You do. You look dark and mysterious, love.
You did. Very ominous.
Thank you. Are we
I
done
thought you were
talking
sitting in
about
the dark
Puppet
because you're that handsome. You didn't want to show
We're
the
not
rest
even
of us up.
halfway through.
I just came because I missed everybody. I actually despise these movies.
Well, we missed.
Shocker.
We love you.
I haven't said 2 words, Mike.
I'm just here
She's
to hear.
giggled a lot as usual, but she hasn't said a lot.
I'm just here to
Except
hear
to Claire,
Ryan
but
talk.
she doesn't check her messages.
I just did earlier and I've replied.
I'm
small.
just here to.
Sorry.
I'm here-
You know, I'm worried about that. Like,
Line, and
what's
that's
being
it.
said behind scenes?
Actually, just talking about fabric. Honest to God.
No, I've seen it. Hang on.
So if I disturbed anything, I'm going to
I've
light my
seen it
cigar
too.
and listen to Ryan for the rest of the night.
That's probably what's going to wind up happening anyway, honestly.
That's what we've been doing.
I've kind of turned it loose with him.
Yeah. Did we get your ranking on Curse?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh God, Curse. Truth be told, I don't hate it. I don't know. It's probably around number 8 or 9 for me. I'm trying to think here. Because now we're getting into the really just shitty end of everything.
God, it's insanity.
There's a couple of
Yeah,
gems.
see, I've
though,
done as
still.
many, so for me, for 6, trying to rank it, I haven't seen them all.
The
So I do
we're
rank
gonna have it
movies
ranked-
bouncing in the
the
whole
fact that we're
franchise.
actually going to rank something 1 to 15 is pretty insane.
How many
If I-
how many of these movies are there?
15.
15.
15.
How the
We're on Curse. There's still retro.
I'm
There's
proud
still
I made
retro
7.
legacy. Axis of Evil, Axis
Right, right,
Rising,
right.
Axis Termination, Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys, Littlest Reich, Blade the Iron Cross, and Doctor Death.
Yeah, that's how we feel.
exactly?
That's
That's
about
what
the
I
correct
think,
reaction.
That was fucking perfect.
Oh,
was-
cute,
That
perfect.
that couldn't have been timed any well.
She waited for me to unmute the mic.
She's like, I'm hip to your mute game.
Right.
Yep, she knows. No, I
Well,
had to
I
leave
think
the
we've
room.
got one more that Claire has seen. Paul, have you? How many of these have you seen?
The last one I watched was Retro.
So that's the
That's
next
right.
one.
I'm
Same with
wondering
Claire.
if I saw Curse.
And what was retro? Oh, is
That was the
that
next
where they
one.
go back to his origin story? How it all
Again, for the
started
second
with
time,
the
yes.
and the Passover. Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
that. I saw that. Different to the rest of it, but I kind of get why they wanted to explain it. It's got a real feel of don't know, some kind of Prince Caspian fucking thing going on.
Well, it was the dude who was in the room.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
Was it
Too
Nicole
Long in
who
this one
put
is
that in
what's
the
his name's in
chat
the
or
room.
someone? Or have it?
What?
I mean, I haven't seen The Room,
You haven't seen
but I
Tommy
knew
Wiseau's
him
The
from
Room?
something.
Well,
He's
you need
been
to
in
watch
other
that.
things as well, and I don't know what. Who plays the young puppet master? The last one we watched, the very last one where I was losing the will to live. That one.
This afternoon,
Yeah.
I didn't really watch it. I was editing pictures.
Oh, you were at it, weren't you?
Where the woman was
This-
actually up here. Then.
Yeah, well, she's like, don't go to an open. Don't go to any open games. Here we are, we're taking him for
Oh,
something.
yeah,
That one.
I heard that.
Yeah, that one. That's 7, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's 7.
I don't know. I'm kind of like Anastasia vibes. I know that sounds odd.
Nostalgia.
Ghost Charger.
That's part.
It was all odd though. It was like it kind of went. I knew it went back, and I get they were trying to portray like how it all happened,
Yeah, I didn't really.
but it was
What's
like
it
I don't know.
That's the thing. We already had how it happened in part 3. So
Yeah, it didn't need to tell it that far back for nothing that really happened. Right,
it's
so it
telling the
was just
same
me.
story and taking everything that was good out of it and replacing it with, I don't know, the bad guys from Dark City. What were those guys?
Yeah, those 3 mummy odd guys, and then with the hats that looked a bit. They
Yeah,
kind
like
of
the
looked.
undead Nazis. that used
And I
magic.
really, me and Jason, we didn't like the effects in that last one at all. I mean,
Right.
Jade does effects, that's his thing. Yeah. And it's like the mummies looked, the makeup was odd compared to the bandaging and the aesthetics. Compared to the rest of the franchise looked loads better, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like it just looked, and like, as you say, the mummy guy things, like the cheekbone, like shading they had, it just looked odd. It didn't look great. I didn't like the effects at all in that one. I thought they'd gone back like 10 years for it.
again, diminishing.
Yeah, it looked
budget, so-
really bad for the effects in that. The mummies were awful, or whatever those guys were. What were they called?
I can't even. You know what? I just rewatched. That was like my least. That's the one I remember the least because I absolutely despise it. I did rewatch it today, and I already can't remember.
Yeah, well, I was gonna like flick forward to 9 after that, after what you said about 8, and I'd watched the trailer for 8.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, 7 took my will to live with how bad the effects were, and that it kind of killed me.
Yeah.
Compared to like they even made the puppets look different a little bit, but in a bad way.
Yeah, nothing was good about it.
No, nothing was good.
Yeah, I sat through that one and I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking done with this series.
This basically killed the franchise for a while. Actually, if
Yeah, I
nobody's
kind
seen
of
the
could
rest,
carry on
I can
today. I was infused to a couple and I couldn't get past it.
I mean, if nobody's seen the rest, I can just quickly rhyme off the rest of them, and then we can just talk about whatever we want because it'll be pretty much 9 o'clock anyway.
Yeah, true. Go for it.
And whatever you think, Ryan, this is your week
Yeah,
of
this is
stuff,
yours.
and I'm
This
quite
is
happy
yours,
to talk
man.
about the rest of them. Even though
Yeah,
I
I'm just
actually watched
happy you
the
guys
trailer.
made it this far.
I tried, love.
Yeah,
You
we
did
made a
good.
good effort this week.
You did good. Most people don't even make it past 5.
I would
didn't make
like
it
to
past
actually do the
1.
rest because when I watched the trailers, the later ones look better. And he's gone.
So no, I'm back. So no, some notable, just even if you're not a fan of the franchise, yeah, Part 8 is a clip show. There is some new story there, and it's basically that Augustus Gloop kid from Part 3 has
Right.
now taken the puppets as an adult, and
Right.
some woman comes in and wants the secret formula, so he winds up telling her the whole puppet story, which is how we get the clip show. So the special
Right,
effects in
so,
this one are
yeah.
actually quite good because it's nothing but old footage. Like about 85% of the movie is recycled footage.
So it's like a feel-good catch-up.
Yeah, it's kind of like a it ends with a note from Chucky Band saying thank you for making the Puppet Master franchise. Like this was Legacy
Alright,
was
yeah.
supposed to be the end.
Right.
But then Chucky sold the rights, didn't sell them, but let the Sci-Fi Net.
Oh, I lost him.
Damn, Charlie
Lost
Band.
him.
Charlie Band said, "Fuck it, I'm not letting him tell his story."
I'm back.
I was invested then.
Which is why we got. Did I lose everybody again?
No, you're back.
Oh, I'm back. So after Legacy, like I said, he lent the rights to Sci-Fi, and we got Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys, which is worth watching because Corey Feldman plays Andre Toulon. He's the star of the movie. He plays Andre Toulon's like great grandson, I think. He's put hairspray in his hair to make it look gray, and he's using this old man accent, which sometimes he loses and sometimes he brings back.
Oh, I need to see that.
It's worth watching just for that.
Yeah, man.
Then we had the Access trilogy, which brings back the Nazis to the forefront.
You see, I watched those
do-
trailers and they actually look really interesting. I actually want to
They're
go and
not.
watch
They're
those.
pretty good.
Was
And
it
you do get
Books
a
of Blood
puppet.
or something?
Yeah, you do get a Fembot puppet. It's a puppet with big knockers.
I
that
saw the
machine
bullet
guns
nips.
come out of.
Machine gun jubblies.
Yeah.
Machine gun jubblies. And then you get Puppet Master the Littlest Reich, which was actually a Fangoria movie. This was another example of Chucky Band lending the rights.
I did see that on the
Watch
trailer that
Littlest
Fangoria
Reich.
was
Even if you're
playing
not a
everyone.
fan of the even if you're not a fan of Puppet Master movies,
That's a good movie.
watch The Littlest Reich. It is one of the most offensively over-the-top violent movies I've ever seen. A
Nice.
guy gets decapitated while taking a piss. His head
Nice.
falls into the toilet, and he continues pissing on it.
Nice.
Better than getting decocketated while you're on the piss.
Is it though? If you're still pissing
Well,
in your
I know
head
I'm
there, and you've got
not-
that minute of just nudity
puppet
before your
ripped-
nerves got off.
But then I suppose
So you're going to be pissing in your own mouth, essentially, for a second.
Your head's falling your own piss, can it?
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that.
So glad you opened up this can of worms. Let's have an anatomy lesson.
Sorry, it's been a long week.
A puppet rips out a dude's spine at one point, crawls inside of him, and then operates him like a puppet. Like it's an insanely
Nice, I
violent,
quite like
over-the-top movie. And it's got some money to back it up. It's a lot of fun.
Are they all the same
I like that
puppets
idea.
to all 15 movies?
No. Littlest Reich is all redesigns.
Okay.
There's the same core puppets in most of the movies, but they do add new ones here or there. Like the Access trilogy has quite a few new puppets. And the last two movies are just two standalones. You have Blade the Iron Cross, which was a Blade standalone Puppet Master movie. That's unfortunately not very good, considering it's the coolest puppet in the franchise.
Who was the big guy
And-
with the little head?
Pinhead.
That's Pinhead.
We used to know a guy
And-
just like that in Brooklyn. His name was Fafa. He sold drugs, and that's what he looked like. He was a big dude, a muscle dude, and he had a little fucking bald head.
Skip leg day.
I act like I should be surprised, and I'm not.
That would make sense if you were to see anybody like that in real life, it would be in Brooklyn.
That's true.
I agree.
Yeah, that's true. You're not lying. We've broken Nicole so many times tonight. It's just chalk this
But
one up.
it's so fun.
He's dead now, so we can talk about him.
Jesus
that just makes things better. He's fucking dead. We can talk shit about him.
Oh,
All right. Yeah. So
Take a breath of-
And you thought I would have nothing off of this.
I mean, you knew who one puppet was, and it reminded you of somebody in real life. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So, congratulations on that one. Yes.
I don't know. That slug thing reminds me of people I know.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
When's my sister
I'm
getting
not
here?
saying nothing out loud. Like you are not as uncouth as that. Honest.
I can't.
I can't.
Can you not do?
Oh my god.
Is someone shoveling?
That's my child in the other room. I don't think it's shoveling.
Okay.
Well, what the fuck is it?
She's living a best life.
Maybe
no
jumping
doubt.
on her trampoline?
Oh, that could be.
What? She has a trampoline in the house?
Yes.
It's an exercise
And
trampoline.
why
Wow.
wouldn't you?
I was never that cool as a kid. All I got was a fucking Super
I
Nintendo.
didn't buy it. My mother did. So
Well,
it
at
was
least
a
wasn't a drum
grandma
set.
doing. Oh dear.
Yeah, I was going to say
Next
that,
year's a
though. It's
drum
usually a
set.
Drum set, isn't it?
yeah,
I had an
That
indoor
was one of the
trampoline when I was a
loudest
kid, but
toys.
we weren't allowed to have it in the house.
gotcha.
We'll have to cancel the podcast for you to do that. If she gets a
So-
drum set, because we'll never be able to have a
So you had an
episode.
outdoor, indoor trampoline.
Yes.
Okay.
That's fucking awesome. That's cool.
Mhm.
Are we done now? Did we?
That was it. Other than Dr. Death, which is that one just came out a couple months ago.
I kind of
I
want to see
actually
that
watched
one.
the trailer for that, and it looked great.
It's good.
Mhm.
It's a step in the right direction
Yeah.
for the franchise.
Yeah.
I definitely want to continue with the rest of the ones that I haven't seen. I'll be honest, and I enjoyed, like as I say, like 3, 4, and 5 a lot.
Me too.
Yeah. 3,
5
4,
not
and
as
5.
much, maybe, but 3 and 4 definitely I really, really liked.
3 and 4 was like the peak.
That's
Mm.
yeah.
That's where they nailed it.
what a lot of Like 4 is my favorite one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4's really cool. I like the aesthetic. I like that it's like so cheesy 80s. It's like my favorite.
Littlest Reich is my second favorite. And seriously, yeah, even for non-fans of the franchise, give it a watch.
It goes
Yeah,
back
that's
to the
good.
Nazi theme, doesn't it? Again.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it does. Well,
Yeah,
not
I
as
kind of watched the trailer, and I kind of want to watch that. Yeah.
No, is that Iron Cross that goes back to like that? Really goes
no.
back to Nazis,
Littlest
doesn't it?
Reich. Well, you got the Access trilogy that's complete Nazi.
Yeah,
Littlest
that's-
Reich, Iron Cross. Actually, yeah, everything's Nazi after once the Access trilogy starts up, it's all Nazis.
Did I see that comes on just something like Books of Blood or something?
Mm,
There was
No.
something I watched that said it comes under a separate thing, like Puppet Master Books of Blood or something. I don't know if that's like a fan thing or the same.
Let's GTS. In case you don't know
That's
what that
just
means,
the
that means
box
Google
set.
that shit. Puppet Master.
Like they released a bunch of sets, and that's just the
Oh, it's name of one of like the sets, yeah.
Oh, that's the
yeah.
name of one of the
What is
sets.
this?
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Is it Ryan? Is there a Puppet Master called Blitzkrieg Massacre?
That might have been one of the shorts.
Okay.
The Access trilogy
Oh,
had a
fun.
few short
I
movies
saw
associated
something
with it.
Blitz on earlier.
There's like 4 or 5 10-minute little short films.
Got it. It's
Might
on
have been one of those.
Bunker of Blood is one I'm looking at.
That's what. Yeah, that must be what I meant. Bunker
Yeah.
of Blood.
Yeah, those are the shorts.
Okay.
Each one's only like 10 minutes long.
Got it. Oh, interesting.
There's also I think it's still running a comic book series too.
I'm pretty sure that one is. Pretty sure that's going still. Let me see.
Oh, I have 40 minutes to chime in with other opinions.
Are you not?
Go ahead.
Well, I got
Come
like
in,
4
brother.
minutes. It's not 9 o'clock yet.
Oh, he's got. Okay, I know where this is going. He knows.
Oh,
the
sorry.
rules.
So we got 3 minutes.
He knows. He knows the rules.
Puppet Master for 3 minutes.
All right, who's everybody's favorite puppet?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Did you know that Blade was based off of Klaus Kinski?
No, I did not know that.
There's your
And that is who?
useless Puppet Master trivia.
There's the shit that
I mean-
Ryan could win useless shit Jeopardy on.
Yeah, just pull up a picture of Blade and put Klaus Kinski right next to him there.
Wow,
I kind of wish they
Paul's the only one that's got a
did
fucking.
the voice of Blade in the movies.
Who's Krasinski?
Is that not the guy? What we said he made him out of? It explains it. I don't know what it's on about. I'm confused.
Yeah, I know.
Was it
I
that?
was I was thinking that isn't it the guy that Richard Lynch plays that they base him on? Because he's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
Richard.
it's
Yeah,
like-
like yes, in the
it's
movies,
likeness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Richard Lynch
the doll was
becomes
already moved
the
before he
Blade,
died.
but in real life,
real
when they
life,
were
yeah.
designing the Blade puppet,
Yeah,
they
All right.
used Klaus Kinski as an inspiration.
yeah. I was
Right.
just making sure. I was like, whoa, who the fuck did what? Who the hell is that?
That is an amazing picture of Klaus Kinski.
Wow, that actually fucking I get that
That is
a
terrifying.
lot.
That is wow. Okay, I didn't know
Okay,
people
well,
could
they're
just share
nice.
shit. I'm
They
gonna
are
have to
so
I'm
hauntingly blue, aren't they?
I'm taking away your admin rights,
He
Clint.
looks like a fucking Martian.
Look like a Martian. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh.
Sorry, I had my mic muted that whole time. That was worth it.
You ain't lying. You're not lying. Nicole's
Let
fucking.
me bust her again. Oh,
Yeah,
bless
Yeah,
her.
she's.
got
Let her have a breath.
Oh, 'cause she's gonna die.
I'm good.
So, Mike, have you seen all these?
Have I seen what?
All the Puppet Masters? What have you seen?
I saw the first movie and couldn't do more after that.
I must admit, like after I got past 3, it was better.
And oddly enough, when my wife and we were still together, that's when I saw the first one, and she loves these movies. That should show you how much they suck.
Oh my God, are you fucking? Yeah, you and Paul.
I
You
understand,
and Paul.
but the reason
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched these was I was dating a girl who was awful,
Motherfucker.
who like loved these fucking movies.
I don't.
I've
mean,
never seen
I-
any of them until I had to do it
I'm
for this.
literally
Not one of them.
having so much trouble understanding how the fuck
I just burnt
those two stories can line up like that. Oh, I had a girlfriend that loved these movies. My wife loved. What the fuck?
matter
Puppet
of fact-
Master of all franchises?
The movie that that she showed me that like made me like over everything was she recommended that I watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and I'm like,
That
what the
bitch.
fuck?
Ooh,
LSD. Like, this is the worst fucking movie I've
hard pass.
Talk about your red flags.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm falling in love over here.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a fucking huge one.
I like looked at her. I'm like, how are you going to call a
If
movie
there's ever a
Texas
signal
Chainsaw
somewhere,
Massacre when
that
not
was
one
it.
person gets killed with a fucking chainsaw?
True story.
And a matter of
True
fact,
story.
not this past August, 2 Augusts ago, at Monster Mania, I think a guy from Blue Moon was there, and it just happened. I brought my daughter and her mom. We all went, and they had the whole collection there, and she bought it. I was like, if that's what you want to spend your fucking money on, you go right ahead. I don't want no part of this. And he had like a box set of all the movies.
Crikey.
You
Yeah.
get that box
Yeah, I
set
don't even-
free
I don't
if you
even,
sign up for
know
like
what to
Full
say
Moon
that.
Online.
If you sign up for a year of Full Moon Online, they'll send you the box set for free. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Blu-ray
that's,
and
that's
everything.
telling you
How
something
much
too.
is Full Moon? Is it like the same price as Troma?
It's 60.
I
bucks.
pay $6 a month or something like that.
It's 60 for
Yeah,
the year.
Troma's like $5.99 UK. No,
$4.99.
$4.99
I think
UK.
it's I think I pay the same for Shutter and
Cancelled it, isn't it?
Full
Oh, wait.
Moon.
Yeah.
Can I sign up for Blue Moon and tell them not to send me the box set?
Well, you can pick your own
Yeah,
friend.
I'll
always
pay
give
this
it
if you
away.
don't send me it.
Yeah, tell me pay
Yeah, you can-
$20 a month if you don't send you it.
Yeah, I'll give you $20 extra if you don't send me the box set.
Yeah, I'll double them. Whatever the
Well, you
membership
get-
is, I'll double it if you keep the fucking box set.
You get your choice. You can either pick 10 random Blu-rays, or you can get the Puppet Master box set.
Oh my
which
god, do you
is-
remember when they used to do that? Who was that? They used to do
Columbia House.
Columbia House.
that. Yeah, pick your 10 VHS movies
For a
Only a
penny.
penny
for a
each.
penny.
They're both. I did that with the cassettes, and I never paid them.
Me too.
And after
Yep.
about like 100 reminders, like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just ride it out and see what they do. And you know what?
Not a
Eventually,
damn thing.
I don't know if they went out of business or whatever, but they never got my money.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat with movies. That's why I own 3 Kings on VHS.
Ooh. Ouch.
What do you own on VHS?
3 Kings.
3 Kings with George Clooney.
Oh, that's
George
good.
Clooney film, yeah.
I know it is good.
And that the Iraq film with the gold.
David O. Russell.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. I was even thinking. I was like, is that the one with the gold? Didn't one like an Ice Cube in it too?
It's not Ice Cube. Or yeah, it is Ice Cube in that one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yes.
Yeah, it's Ice Cube and Marky Mark.
God damn.
Yeah.
Marky Mark's in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
It is actually a
I've
really
seen
good
it
movie.
like once, maybe twice. But now I want to watch it again.
Your mother.
All right. Well, guess what? 9:03. All bets are off.
Okay,
I think
so
that's a
one-
record for us for getting through a franchise so quickly.
Well, I mean, we didn't have much of a choice. You just kind of were like, hey, let's take this and run with the reins and just go. So
You haven't seen
Man.
any of them.
I'd seen up to. I saw the one with Corey Feldman in it. I don't even think I made
No,
it
that's
through.
yeah.
I couldn't.
Puppet
I was
Master
like,
versus
I was
Demonic
like,
Toys.
this motherfucker. Like, what the hell, man? It's insane.
Nicole watched House 2 today. Just
Yeah, she
throwing
looks
it
like
out.
somebody who watched House 2 today.
Well, no shit.
That's all, Mike. I've never seen.
I watched
that.
about a half hour of it and I had to run out. Sorry.
Okay, so I have this theory that Trauma and Full Moon are like Sega versus Nintendo, or Xbox versus
Totally agree.
or Android versus Apple, and everything else.
Absolutely. Pepsi
And I
versus
am
Cola.
100%
Absolutely agree.
Team fucking Trauma.
Team Trump.
No,
Was this
No.
Twilight?
no, I'm Team Chucky Band all the way.
I'm Team Jacob.
I'm
Give me-
wounded, Ryan. I'm wounded.
Give
You
me
were the
Puppet Master and
basic one, Ryan.
Trancers over Toxic Avenger and Kabuki Man any day of the week.
Damn.
Put it
What
over
are you
me.
choosing over?
What?
What are you choosing over Toxic Avenger?
I said Puppet Master and Trancers over
No. He's choosing over me
over
right
Toxic
now.
Avenger
Can we
and
not just
Kabuki
put that
Man.
right out there?
Sergeant Kabuki Man.
No, you're choosing over
That's a
me.
Trauma classic, Paul.
You made that up.
No, I didn't. Sergeant Kabuki Man. He fights crime with the
Sergeant
power of
Kabuki
Kabuki.
Man.
Like
Do you not know who
Sergeant
Sergeant
Kabuki
Kabuki Man is?
I've never heard that.
Oh.
Toxic
It's a real
4.
name.
Oh.
And they-
I've heard of it, not seen it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in Toxie 4, which is
Yeah.
the best one of the entire series.
Mm.
That explains a
Citizen
lot
The whole
more.
Toxie, I'm
aesthetic
inclined
of
to
it is
agree.
fucking amazing, to be honest.
But I love I just found that like Full Moon, there are Full Moon hardcore fans,
Oh,
Yes.
and
Oh,
there
yeah.
are
Right.
Trauma hardcore fans. And
Yes.
I am
Mhm.
Team Lloyd all the way.
Team Uncle Lloyd, but
There are some Full Moon movies that I do enjoy. You know, I really love Subspecies. And like I love all the Subspecies movies. And
Uncle Lloyd wished us a happy Easter.
yeah, he does.
Oh.
It's kind of nice. He's Lloyd. It's very good. Talking about full moon movies, Paul, have you seen Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl or Giantess Battle Attack?
I have not seen Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl, but it's been in my review.
No.
Whoa. Right. I like Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl, but Giantess Battle Attack is not. But it's kind of like what Adam and I've been watching the other night. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. It's kind of a remake, but it's about like a OnlyFans cam girl.
Yeah.
Basically, who draws giant and turns into a fucking giant, and like it's all tongue in cheek full moon. But those two movies on full moon. I know the girl that's in them, Ivy Smith. And
Nice.
I'll be honest, the first, I think they're both on YouTube, obviously, because it's full moon. I think they're the edited cuts a little bit, as they do. But yeah, try Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl. That's pretty cool. Second one's not as good. Have you watched Eating Miss Campbell yet? That's trauma. Eating Miss Campbell.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Me and Clint are sat on a screener for that right now.
Country, Claire. It takes a lot for me to watch something new.
Me and Clint are actually sat on a screener for Eating Miss Campbell right now. I've got it sat there.
Well, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big trauma movie, I feel. It's been doing the festivals for the last 3 months. It's been on tour with Lloyd. There's Liam Regan at the moment.
Yeah.
It's had such reviews that trauma get, as in the most disgusting prepubescent teen movie I've ever seen. So it's perfectly trauma.
Yeah, that's what I love about trauma. I mean, like,
yeah, it's got that.
I think Full Metal was like, or Full Moon was like glam rock, and trauma was punk.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm, again, more punk than glam. There are a couple glam songs I like, but, you know, like...
Lloyd himself is full anarchy to the man. It's just the way he fucking rolls.
No, I mean...
Even now, if you read his tweets and that, it just is full anarchy.
Oh, yeah. I have his book. Well, his first one. Here, I'll go grab it, because I got him to sign it.
Yeah?
Can't hear.
He said he has his book. He may have gotten him to sign it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it the
crazy.
Make Your Own Damn Movie book?
Probably. That's the book I'm thinking of. That might be the one he's got.
I think he did a 2 and something else of those. But yeah, I do feel like they said that it's like the Nintendo to the fucking whatever other console, the PS to the fucking Xbox. Is beautiful. Uncle Lloyd is an angel.
He is. You know what? When I was in film school, I was like really depressed. I had just broken up with my girlfriend. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and a bunch of shit. I emailed a bunch of like filmmakers that I admired, and Lloyd Kaufman was the first to write me back and wrote me a hilarious email encouraging me.
His emails are absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
he's a really lovely man.
He's just a great dude all around. And
I have beautiful respect for him, and he's super supportive of anyone trying to create their art and get their stuff out there. He's the first one to support anyone.
Yeah.
Still now, no matter. I mean, even now, I don't know if you've noticed, they're doing the concert at the moment, and he gives free autographs, free signings. He doesn't charge.
Free BJs.
Free premieres. All they ask is you actually just sign up to their websites and stuff, or say book your reservations first.
Yeah.
And he's not like fully security like a lot of people. To say, I know it's Lord Kaufman. A lot of people say, "Oh no," but he's never like flanked by a billion people. He's got a couple of 3 mates or people who are working closely with him, and that's it. He's very open to people, and he's very open to people who want to get further. He's not closed off. He doesn't do celebrity.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in
No,
New York Times, like, was it about 6 months ago for Shakespeare's Shitstorm, when he was trying to boycott the Oscar nominations and basically saying Shakespeare's Shitstorm should be up for a nomination.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
It was kind of just proving the point against the fact that horror never gets into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was great. And New York Times did a great article for him about fucking time as well.
Right. Well, my sister's here, guys, so I'm gonna take off. Good
seeing you,
conversation.
Doc.
Keep going.
Enjoy your family, hon.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Love you.
love you.
Say
love you
hi to your
guys, and
sister, Rose.
Love you, Don.
We'll do.
Hi, Don.
Love you,
Love
Dom.
you, bro.
Love you guys.
See you.
Bye.
See ya.
Take it easy, Don. Speak to you soon, mate.
Bye. Bye.
Where the hell did I go? Oh, there I am.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah.
There we are.
There you are.
So, I feel like we went through that awfully quick. That
We
we're,
did.
That's what
we
she
are-
said.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that's because, Ryan, you're the only one who has an opinion on half of these movies.
He's the only one that's seen them.
Technically more than half, 'cause
Okay.
it was Claire's number 2, and she saw up to 7. So
Uh-huh.
there's still 8 more after that.
I tried.
right.
I got
That's
to
right.
7.
I did 6.
You're
7
great.
was on while I was editing photos, so I didn't really get to see it.
I painted eyes onto my eyelids.
I felt bad to keep you guys talking
Done with
about a
me.
franchise.
Yeah,
that
generally 3
only
till 7.
Yeah.
I felt bad keeping us on a franchise that only I really.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
No,
This isn't like a
because
Friday
I'm
the
waiting
13th
for
or
my
Halloween.
Scream
This is
fucking night hangout, mate.
yeah, but everybody loves Scream. Like,
No, they don't.
No,
Half
we
of us
don't.
hate it.
no, sorry, I shouldn't say everybody loves it, but even
See,
the
she's not
least
interested.
enjoyed Scream movies are held to a higher pedigree than Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys.
No, I'd say they're like actually pushed further down for being like so mainstream. I find people don't like them because they're too mainstream, too fucking Hollywood.
You know, and it's like a starter horror.
It is like trainer wheels horror, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Even
is.
though they're my favourites, they are trainer wheel horror.
Clint, did
And,
you give her
you
a
know,
gong?
like, I have, but
No.
I like them. I mean, you know,
See.
it doesn't have
keep
to
pushing
be
for a
fucking
hangout, man.
awesome.
Don't
Yeah.
remember I've like mentioned it a billion times and he's not biting.
Do you want to message him?
He won't listen. There's no point.
Yeah, no, no, she hit the dog's water dish with something.
Oh shit.
It's a stainless steel bowl. So
Nice.
You guys want me to bring Liv on with me for the Scream? It's her favorite franchise.
I'd
Absolutely.
love you to. We
That could
can
be
all
cool.
behave.
What was that?
Live to come on.
Are we doing a Scream hangout?
at some
Well,
point,
I've asked loads of times,
confused.
Nicole, and
Yeah.
nobody's listening, babe.
and no, we're
Not
listening.
a person in
And
the world.
I
And I
thought
know
we
you
did
don't
one.
like them. Look at
No,
her
it's
face,
not
she's
that I don't like them.
"Ew."
What are we talking about?
we may have spoken about them before, but I don't think we did a stream specifically dedicated to them.
I talked
Okay.
about Follies when we
Yeah.
when we were talking about female killers.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Can we
Don't
do a
worry
six?
right now.
Claire and Nicole, you just can't behave. They need to be separated.
yeah.
It's not me, it's her.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did check your message.
Oh, I can't because he's so sad on her fucking
I'm
side.
not
I'm
looking
so
at
sorry. I'm
it.
so sorry. All right.
She'll
Good.
show me anyway.
I don't read other people.
I'm gonna go first. Why not?
So I found it interesting that it's common
Again,
for
separate them, please.
people to disregard Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys, saying that it's not part of the canon. And I can only assume that that's because it's a crossover film.
Is Demonic
also was
Toys
never-
Full Moon?
Demonic Toys is Full Moon. It's also not considered part of the canon because Chucky Band himself washed his hands of it.
Okay.
Like I said, this was when he was really hard up for money, so he basically leased the rights to Sci-Fi for them to make this crossover movie. He had zero input. None of the original creators had any input. This was just Sci-Fi making one of their movies of the week.
Oh, okay.
So it isn't considered part of the canon. Not that that's really saying a lot for the franchise because it's rewritten its own canon several times. And even Legacy, the clip show, changes some dates and stuff when he's retelling the movies. So to try and fix the plot holes that the franchise already created itself.
Yeah. Okay.
Legacy is his attempt to retcon some of the things that they screwed up.
Okay. Well, then I think as we wrap up this topic, I have a couple of interesting thoughts that I'd kind of like to get your take on it and maybe your ideas. Or anybody who wants to chime in about it, that's fine. One, if you were going to do a crossover film of your own with the Puppet Master idea, what would you like to see crossed with Puppet Master? And maybe you have an idea of somebody you want to direct it or write it, or somebody you'd love to see perform in it. I mean, just if we're throwing out wishes and dreams here, what do you think you'd like to see?
So it's not like fairy godfather Clinton right now, so we can wish for something.
I actually enjoy this topic because, I've done this before with Friday the 13th. You know what I mean? Because fan films are very popular with that, and crossovers. There's a lot of fan favorite crossovers, with Friday the 13th. Like merging the worlds of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, like they did in Freddy versus Jason.
But the Marty's and Slightly the Clown.
Right.
That's the first thing kids man.
Yeah, he's with the Marty's and Slightly the Clown.
And for example, when I did, when I talked about that, I was in favor of a Leprechaun crossover with Friday the 13th, and I was also in favor of sending Jason back to space and having a crossover either with the Predator or the Alien franchise.
We sure are learning a lot about you tonight.
Puppet Master.
Puppet Master versus Pinocchio. The puppets have to sort of stop Pinocchio going on a murderous rampage and get everyone to force them to tell lies. So he just stabs them all with his nose.
That'd actually be pretty badass. Like one of the puppets loses an arm, they force Pinocchio to tell a lie, and they just break his nose and shove it into their stomach.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking lie, bitch.
I love you guys.
Wow. Yeah. Or
that just proves like a fucking brain.
I mean, that could be, oh God, that's almost like Gremlins, like Pinocchio telling lies and then just like chopping off parts of his nose because it's already animated wood. They could be carving new puppets out of Pinocchio's nose.
Animated.
Crazy.
This is true. Or you could just chop an arm off and like carve into a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I think, fuck that, I'm just going to rip his arm off and make it into a steak or a stabbing thing.
He could just tell lies and keep making himself shivs to fucking kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
Just
Just an extra few inches. That's what she said.
He could chop his
all
nose
you
off.
have to do is just say, I'm not going to use my
Sit Whitley.
Yeah, Whitley.
to make a shift to kill something.
I can imagine it now. Like they tie somebody to a chair and set Pinocchio in front of him, and they sharpen his nose, and then he just stands there and tells lies as it gradually gets closer to the victim in the chair.
Like Saw. Which Saw was that? The one with
You had me to tie somebody to a chair, Clint. Sorry.
3D.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You want to get like Pinocchio voiced by like Arena,
You went into like their
or
eyes
like
and mouth,
the
right?
real tough mafioso voice.
Shopping him
You know,
into
Joe
What is his
Pesci.
name?
The late.
What is his name?
Hmm?
Shit. Boondock Saints. What is his name? Saw, I think it was 7.
Oh, Patrick Flannery.
Yeah, Sean Patrick Flannery.
Sean Patrick Flannery.
The Saw with him in it. When the girl was strapped to the chair and she kept going forward and forward until she got stabbed in the eyes and mouth. Yeah.
Oh.
So as little as I know about the
Sounds like a Saturday.
Sean Patrick Flannery was in a Saw movie.
would be the Puppet Master of Dead Silence.
Ooh, that would be
Done by
awesome.
somebody like James Wan, somebody who's not gonna
Oh yeah.
get past it.
Well, James Wan can do anything.
So that's why you know it would be good.
Yep.
But you got like Mary Shaw making her puppets.
I've got one that's like kind of not horror, but kind of is. I want to see Tim Burton animation version with Blade.
Say that.
Like
an
a Tim
animated
Burton
Blade movie.
animation movie, but
Okay.
with the Blade character. The
Oh.
Blade puppet.
For some reason, I was thinking that Claire wanted an animated Puppet Master movie that incorporated Blade from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, like I was just picturing Wesley Snipes walking around cursing at puppets and just fucking curb stomping them.
No, I meant Blade the puppet.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Motherfucking puppets.
You motherfucking one-leg fucker.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I kind of want to see it.
I can't do
You look like a bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess if I could crossover, I would want
Call me Wooden Nose one last fucking tenner.
Toy Story and Puppet Master.
Motherfucker.
Toy Story
Story.
and Puppet Master.
Yeah, I kind of want to see little Bo Peep getting decapitated, like right now.
I thought you were going to say something else.
I was kidding. God.
My mind went in a completely different direction when you said little Bo Peep.
Mine did.
Everybody's like on fucking anime porn right then.
Nicole, my mind was in the gutter when she started that sentence.
Yeah.
I should be ashamed of myself.
I said decapitated, not fucking railed.
I can't think like that. I'm a mum.
Too many video games.
Yeah.
So
Where you're a bad influence.
Woody and Buzz reach out to the Puppet Masters to get revenge on video game makers. That's from making.
I actually did think that Puppet Master was a prequel to Toy Story.
It's kind of a dark origin.
Yeah. Origin story of,
Dark origin of Toy Story.
you know, 6-shooter lost 4 of his arms and now
Now it's funny.
What would you have to play Sid?
The kid that looks odd in 3 that comes back in, what is it, 8
Hitler.
or 9 or something?
But that's not a boy, that is actually really a girl.
Yeah.
It's a girl.
It's one of them, as you say, like, it could be Black and a Bob. You know.
Bob.
Bob.
Fucking Bob.
Yeah. I think that I might enjoy a crossover of Puppet Master and Ghoulies.
That could be interesting.
Both are Chucky Band movies.
That would actually work.
Right.
I think it could work. It could work.
It was actually similar to mine. I wanted to see, as a kid, I always wanted to see a Puppet Master versus Critters movie.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
too.
similar, but yeah, very
Then they
similar.
could go to space.
And they could, and then they could fight the
Everyone could go
Leprechaun
to
and
space
Jason
in any franchise.
and the Alien.
That's right. fantastic.
I mean, in about 10 years, Disney will own all these franchises, so I'm sure it'll be
Yeah.
possible.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
Absolutely.
world
Next thing
will
you know,
just
it'll be
open up. Then.
Puppet Master and Star Wars.
I was just gonna say we live in a universe right now where the Ewoks could be fighting the Predator, and
Yeah.
the fact that it hasn't happened is a fucking crime.
It actually is.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What is a crime? Because I've never done a Predator fucking cosplay. That's a crime.
Wow.
How the fuck are you gonna do that?
I've got dreadlocks. I can make it work.
What?
I mean, really, you
Are
just have to
gonna
do a paper mache mask. She's got the fishnet stockings. She's got the dreads. She's got like 9/10 of the costume already.
Who's the fucking knobhead who's gonna get the job of making the mask? As usual.
I saw a video where somebody made a pretty darn good looking Predator like face mask out of cardboard.
Yeah,
I'll be
watched
like
the same one.
fighting
I've watched quite a few, to be honest.
Yeah. That's cool. I would never think to use cardboard in that way.
I still need to do a Blade cosplay. I still need to do Amphibia.
Amphibia. Yep.
Yeah.
I am still waiting for that. I would like
Yeah,
to see a finished
made-
product someday.
She's made the gills and the ears.
Okay.
They're all made.
Uh-huh.
We just need to do a bit more. And then when we get like nice warm sunrise mornings, we're gonna do it down on the beach.
Okay.
And then we'll take photographs of Amphibia as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Do I look really little in between these two?
Short.
Oh, like that. Yeah, sure.
Just sit
Let it all sit straight.
all sit
Jay,
straight.
you
Oh,
Look at
It's not funny.
I'm
It's
sorry,
so
Jay. You sitting there right now from my angle, you are a dead ringer for Tom Hiddleston, I swear to God.
That's what she said earlier.
No.
I was trying to shut.
Oh yeah.
I do get Edward Norton occasionally.
You haven't got one.
I'm just gonna call you
Aw, bless you.
I'm just gonna call you Loki from now on.
Oh, Jesus.
The God of Mischief.
The God of Mischief.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
It'll be his new cosplay.
Okay.
Okay.
Come with
Then I'm done. If he did Loki, I'd be done.
Yep.
See, now Nicole's broken herself.
You will know.
Now I'm trying to remember what my other thought was, my other idea.
I might get my own drink then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
No.
Given the canon that you're familiar with, Ryan, and having not seen the last movie yet, so we'll just disregard that for the moment.
I've seen Dr. Death.
Oh, have you seen it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you like to see the franchise go from here if they continue?
I'd like to see them go back to square one. Start from scratch, reboot, do a reboot, requel, I don't care. It needs to go back to the basics, which is creepy puppets, hunting people down one by one. It needs to be a slasher with puppets again. This series succeeds when it's at its most basic. These are not movies that need to try to be smart or dialogue heavy at all. It just needs to be poorly lit hallways and little puppets running around picking people off one by one.
Yeah, little puppets running around with their little legs and the stabby, and that's what I agree. And I've already seen
Stabby, hooky,
like
hooky.
7.
That's all it needs to be.
Would you rather it be films or would you rather be like a TV series?
I don't think there's enough to carry a season for it to be a TV series.
There's 15 movies.
Yep, and there probably shouldn't be.
There is, but there should be. I do agree there. It's like I feel the premise of the actual puppets and the maker, and I say there's 3 till like 5. It's all you need to know and can be done, as you said, like a requel.
Yeah, The Littlest Reich actually is like it is the closest the franchise ever got to being great again, and because
They
of
didn't get to that.
all the shit that happened with Fangoria, like it just killed.
That's classed with 9, isn't it? That's classed as 9.
No, that is classed as 13.
Fuck. All right, Claire. So I got really mixed up when I tried to look up the trailers after that because they don't number them when you look them up. They've all got like specific names, and I meant to screenshot your list you put in last week, and I didn't.
Oh yeah. No, because the Littlest Reich, it's just Andre Toulon dies. He goes into a sarcophagi and is reawakened. I think it's like 40 years later. And
Yeah, I
it
didn't
just
get that.
happens to be when there's a convention at a hotel where people have all his old puppets. And him coming back brings them back to life.
Right.
And then they proceed to just start killing all the Jewish people in the hotel.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's like I said, it's because they're Nazis.
Which again goes back to the fact you can get away with it because you're crossing it as exploitation movie.
It's
because of the
pure
Nazis.
exploitation. Yeah, it's pure exploitation. But it is. It's handled not tastefully at all, but it is.
I think I'm gonna have to go watch this one.
Everybody's in on the joke. Like it's.
I saw the trailer where they say that all these puppets are going to arrive. Is it 90 puppets or something?
It's what?
They say something like 90 puppets are going to arrive at this place.
Yeah, there's
I watched the trailer.
Yeah, and there's dozens of these puppets. Like there's like multiples of Blade, multiples of Tunneler. Like there's just dozens of puppets just running around this hotel.
Too much stuff on the couch.
So that's what the franchise needs to do. It just needs to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Maybe not point out one specific race of people and wipe them out. Let's take it back to when it was psychics in a hotel getting off by puppets.
Yeah.
And bring back
choosing to have sex or not, or whether they live or die. Take it back old school.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably could do a better job now if they restarted the franchise. I think I can kind of agree with that. You know, and
there's really no canon to speak of because even the franchise rewrites its canon several times over.
Yeah, there is no real consistency to this franchise other than the puppets. You know,
which are great.
And even they're a bit inconsistent.
I kind of like them.
Never look the same.
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
they kind of look different in everyone.
Yeah, introducing different puppets, and some appearing, in like new puppets appearing and things that are supposed to be prequels. You know what I mean? Things like that. I mean, it just like, and you don't, it just, to me, that's kind of inconsistent. Like getting 6-shooter in part 3, which is basically, before part 1 on the timeline.
But then you go to part 7, and 6-shooter's origin kind of puppets there in the making of.
Okay.
Which we was in
Is
part.
that right, Ryan?
Origin
6
was
or
in part
7,
3
where
as well.
you go back in time and there's like the origin. It says, "I'll call you 6-shooter."
Okay.
That was. Are you talking about Guy Rolfe makes him in part 3? Because
No, later on.
you're talking about blonde guy in part 7.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's young, when it's like.
Yeah. Part 7 is basically where they decided to rewrite.
Yeah, they
3
mention
for
him in
some reason.
7 as like a right far back, even though it don't come in until 3 when you first start watching it.
Yeah. Which doesn't make a lick of sense.
I have a stupid question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they these puppets that are alive? Are they like possessed? Were they anybody before they were puppets?
They were, yes. They
Yes.
were,
They were, yes.
Toulon's friends.
Like Blade, he was before he was a puppet. He was a person.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a proper knobhead.
And obviously somehow his soul or spirit or something, his mojo.
Well, it kind of
went into
touched on the fact the
doll.
leeches had to do with that, didn't it? Because they were taking the force, and then you had the serum.
Unless
It was
you
kind
watch
of a
parts-
double thing.
Well,
But they were using that ancient Egyptian
But then
spell.
they changed it.
The
Yeah, that's
ancient-
what I'm
there's
saying.
an
It went,
ancient Egyptian
with the
spell.
green shit
There's
fucking
the
into it.
serum. There's the magic
yeah, they went
ring.
back and forward.
Yeah.
It's again, this is a classic example right here. We gave you 3 different ways this happens because the franchise just just for some reason feels the need to change this.
Like sometimes you needed all 3 elements, sometimes you needed just one, sometimes you needed 2 in each movie to make it work.
Yeah, you need at least 2 out of the 3 things. You need the ancient Egyptian spell, you need the magic ring, and you need the serum. 2 out of 3
Is there
works.
any kind of backstory to any of these puppets in any of the movies?
Well, Leech Woman was his wife, and there's a little bit of a backstory, especially in 7.
Seven's where it's his friends in it from 7 that
it's
he
his friends that
reanimates as such once he's found out the secret.
And didn't Toulon harvest part of his wife's brain or something like that in order to create Leech Woman?
Oh, that's kind of explained in.
I think that was part 3, wasn't it?
That one's explained a little.
No, but it's kind of explained again in 7 a little bit.
2 because he hadn't gone around collecting bits of body parts.
Yeah.
And
And 2
shit.
explains the brain.
It's
Something in the
different
brain.
ways all the way through.
Okay. Do we feel that? Hold on a second. Hi, Abby. We miss you.
Love you,
Mm-hmm.
Abby. Missed your face.
Mhm.
Love you.
Do you have any feelings that there are any other movie franchises that exist in the same universe as the Puppet Master movies? Because I was expecting to come on here and hear some crazy theory about how Puppet Master is connected to the Evil Dead or something else.
Reanimated,
as strange.
probably.
Yeah, you
Maybe
said
dolls.
Dolls.
They said Reanimator vibes.
Same concept.
It seems very connected.
Lollipop. Oh, hold on.
I'm not aware of any connections, which is weird because Chucky Band does like to connect his franchises.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seems like it should be if it isn't.
Like Chucky Band at one point was trying to do his before the MCU was a thing. Chucky Band was trying to do Trancers was Dollman was interconnected with Bad Channels, which was interconnected with Demonic Toys, which is why we eventually got Dollman versus Demonic Toys, and it had the girl from Bad Channels in it as well. Like Chucky Band wanted to eventually get a whole cinematic universe. And he Puppet Master, for whatever reason, never tried to fit that in, which was funny because it was his most popular franchise for quite some time.
I need a lollipop.
Well, I'll tell you what I did notice. Is it 6 where he's got the attraction thing? The guy who's trying to make his apprentice.
The sideshow.
There's a bit towards the end of when they walk through the attraction at the beginning, and there's what's that? Is it Robert, the ventriloquist out of the puppet out of what's Robert? Is it Robert?
Robert's one who was getting bullied by the knobhead.
No, I'm on about a puppet. What's the puppet that's like the guy puppet?
I don't know.
Oh, it's out of a different movie. What movie is it? Oh, brain's gone blank. There's a puppet in the thing where he walks through the sideshow or whatever it is. And it looks like, what's the fucking puppet out of that Robert? It's like the ventriloquist dummy. What's it out of?
Oh, magic.
Ventriloquist dummy.
Is it called Robert? It's out of a different franchise. What the fuck is it out of? Brain's dead.
The boy.
No. Oh my god. I know what you're talking about, Claire.
It looks like the same puppet. It's right at the end when he walks down the middle of it when he's first showing the attraction. thing
Abby says
as like
Robert.
where they live, and there's a puppet at the end, and it
Yeah,
looks
she
exactly
said
like, I'm sure
it
it's
is
called
Robert.
Robert, and I don't know what franchise it's in. What getting mad?
I can't think of it
It is
either. I think
Would Abby
23.
know?
Robert?
Abby said it's Robert. Would she know? Abby, do you
Yeah.
know the franchise?
No, I
What's
think
it
it's just called
from, babe?
Robert, isn't it? Yeah, Robert.
Robert
And
was
it looks,
supposedly
it is
a real
it's like a
doll.
Robert doll right at the end.
Robot dog.
Robert, it's like it's the dummy. What's it fucking from? Can't get
It's
it in
not
my head.
dolls, is it?
There's horror movies called Robert. But I think it's based
Is
off of
there?
an actual puppet, isn't it?
It looks exactly the same as that puppet. I don't know whether it was just like a genre of puppet at that time.
Was it dolls? Remember the old man turned the people into dolls
The doll
I
Robert
don't
is a
think I've
real
seen
doll.
dolls.
Florida.
at the end?
What was that, Mike?
So
The doll Robert is a real doll that's in Florida. In the
Right,
yeah,
it looks
no,
like
that's what I
that
mean.
doll. I thought there was a
yeah,
movie
that's
about
possible that he threw it in as a nod.
it.
'Cause all
Honestly,
those Robert
if you're going
movies
that
are
as
based
the
off of,
kind of
well,
show where they
based.
live, that doll stuck out. I'm into dolls and clowns and weird shit. That doll stuck out to me straight away. And the first thing I was like, that's Robert. It was just
I'll have to rewatch it. I can't remember, but yeah, I remember the Robert doll because a few weeks ago I watched
It looks
because
the
there's like
same.
20 of those movies on like
Is that?
Amazon and all
I
over
don't
the
think
place.
I must have seen one or two of them or something because I know what the doll is. And I don't
They're
remember.
not good.
Oh, they're not. That's disappointing. I really would like a ventriloquist dummy. Really, really. I can't do that, but I'd like to do like a motion dummy. I'd love to have a puppet. Really bad.
Ventriloquist dolls are creepy as hell.
They're great. They're really expensive as well.
They're very.
Super expensive. I've looked it up.
I remember watching a short film one time when I was up very late at night about a killer ventriloquist doll, and I have zero interest in having one in my home
Absolutely.
or to be alone in a room with one. It's that's not
I'd love
high
a
on my
puppet.
list.
I'd absolutely love a puppet.
I would rather have porcelain dolls with glowing red eyes.
I have loads of those too.
And,
I've got loads of porcelain dolls.
Sorry.
They're
all right.
comforting. Watching over you.
Yes, absolutely. I would feel safe with them sitting there with their laser eyes directly above me. Way safer than a ventriloquist doll sitting in a chair.
I didn't even know there was Robert movies. It's just
Creepy.
the doll in 6 when they go through like the attraction looks like that.
In a town like near me.
Abby says, unless she's talking about magic. I'm lost on this conversation. I don't know if that helps you.
Well, we'll discuss it when I know what the fuck I'm talking about, which could be never.
Okay.
You know. But all I know is that doll reminded me of something that said in my head it was a ventriloquist doll called Robert from another franchise. And I don't know whether I've seen him or what. But it looked
What
the
was
same.
Mary Shaw's? Was that Billy?
Mary Shaw's Billy.
Okay.
Oh.
In
okay.
Billy an origin for something else?
What, love?
Now I'm completely lost.
Well, Abby sent a TikTok about Robert the doll, the true story behind Chucky, in the chat. So if you want to check that out, then check it out.
Okay. I bet it's the doll I'm thinking of though with the face. Huh?
Could be. Not a good looking doll.
I should have opened my phone right then.
Yeah, the Robert doll. Yeah.
Yeah, not a good looking doll.
Sorry. Nicole's making me laugh itself up.
There's a whole thing if you take a picture without asking.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a whole thing on him like with Zach Bagans on Discovery Channel, about
Mhm.
like about people that have. This one woman took a picture and then like went home. She was like in 3 car accidents. She lost her job. Like her
Wow.
fucking life was like ruined. And
Wow.
they actually brought the doll back to Zach Bagan's studio so she could apologize and ask for forgiveness.
I've heard of that, though.
It's not a picture. No.
Wow.
Great.
So apparently they've made 5 Robert movies, something like that. And also apparently he gets pissed. Probably if you take his picture without asking.
Like the Amish people.
Have to respond.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
That's
Speaking of
something
Amish
that we
people, where
could
the hell's
see
Adam?
in the franchise?
Just thinking the
Amish
same
Puppet
thing.
Master. They haven't done that yet.
What?
They haven't done Amish Puppet Master yet.
They have not. They
That
absolutely
would
have
be
not.
like a.
Well, their dolls don't have faces, so
Yeah.
they can't.
That's even scarier.
I
Yeah.
know. Amish.
There has
Puppet
also
Master.
not been an Amityville Puppet Master.
Oh, God.
no.
Oh God, no! After Thanksgiving, I cannot do anything else called Amityville.
Amityville Thanksgiving.
That was
What I saw of it, it's hilarious.
torturous. It's so bad.
I
Thank
liked
you,
it.
Mike, for that one.
That guy was the creepiest guy out of any movie I've ever seen.
He was. He looked like he had like a white beat up van that said free candy on the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I
If
mean,
you
what
said
would you
puppies, I'll be
call?
right there.
What would you call?
It's fucking
an
dead
Amish
silence. Am I fucking retarded? Sorry.
dead silence?
It looks like the puppet out of Dead Silence.
Oh, okay.
The Dead Silence came out several years after Curse of the Puppet
Yeah,
Masters.
well, at the end of that, the puppet on 6, as they go through that house, looks exactly the same. It's like they've copied it off that then.
Was there not a ventriloquist dummy on Tales from the Unexpected or Tales from the Crypt?
I'm sure there was one in Tales from the Crypt. Or was it Creep Show there was one?
Creep Show.
I don't think there was one in Creep Show.
Yeah, I'm thinking Creep Show.
Tales from the Crypt. I'm sure there was one. I'd have to go through my.
Yeah.
It's all up here.
Yeah, honest. I
I'm
can
sure there was
remember
an
everything.
episode. What, love?
I can remember it all, honest. I fucking lost, mate. 7 Puppet Masters have rotted my brain. Yes, it looked like that at the end. Sorry, in 6 when he walks through the attraction.
Mhm.
There's a doll right at the end that looks exactly like the one out of Dead Silence.
That's a great movie.
You might be thinking of Magic. Hi,
You might
Abby.
be thinking of Magic. I couldn't keep yelling at my TV. I figured I'd pop in for a minute.
Because Magic
Hey,
looked like the
love.
Dead Silence one.
Yeah, exactly. So Magic, it's like the old Charlie McCarthy, which is what the dolls, the ventriloquist dolls are.
Disney Hopkins.
And there's that other one from Goosebumps.
See, this is
too.
why we needed
Yes. They're a Charlie McCarthy type.
Yeah, the old school wooden.
Ventriloquist. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy as fuck. I used to sleep over this girl's house, Jennifer Cart, and she was awesome. We'd go trick or treating together all the time. Loved to hang out. She had a fucking Charlie McCarthy ventriloquist doll that would sit in her room, and when I would sleep over, I'd sleep on the floor next to her bed in like the little trundle thing, and that doll would be looking me right in the fucking eye the whole time. And now I'm like, I can't sleep in this house no more. I'm
It's like
terrified to
Seinfeld with
close my
Mr.
eyes.
Marvel.
You know what I would love? I would love a Mr. Punch doll.
Oh my
Like the one from
gosh,
Dolls.
yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Judy and
yeah,
Mr.
the original Punch.
I would
Judy
love a
doll.
Mr.
Yeah,
Punch
that'd be
doll.
awesome.
Have you read the book, Mr.
Yeah.
Punch, from Neil Gaiman? I'm gonna have to get it for you, Nicole. It's a graphic novel. Neil Gaiman. It's awesome. I love him. But he has a Mr. Punch book.
That would be awesome.
It's pretty fucking
I'd
cool.
love a puppet, man. I absolutely fucking love a puppet.
Do you want to make you one?
Yeah,
I'll make you one.
I want a puppet.
I'll make you one.
Really bad.
Creepy as fuck.
I couldn't do like a complete body, but I reckon I could like do mechanicals or one. But I can't do voices. Voices is not my thing.
Touch back of my head.
Yeah.
Fuck off!
I need my little.
I wouldn't mind it being John Malkovich. Puppet Master crossover either.
Did you say John Malkovich?
I fucking love that movie. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It makes me very happy.
It could.
Sorry, I have to see your
kind of
faces.
like being John Malkovich, but kind of change the mechanic a little bit. And
Yeah.
like, John Malkovich goes through the little cubbyhole door, and he can inhabit any of the puppets that he wants to.
Hey, we should think about this. We can make some fucking money. I'm just saying. Paul, you can be on to something.
Yeah. And going back to the other thing you say, what would you call a crossover movie of like Puppet Master versus the Amish? Would it be Outhouses and Corn Cobs?
Wow.
I mean, what?
No, I'm gonna come up with something good, man. I feel a moneymaker on the horizon.
Churn and burn.
Churn and burn.
Churn and
Love it.
burn.
I love it.
Boogie Nights.
Well, the Amish are really good at joinery, aren't they?
Are they?
And carpentry. Yeah, they could make awesome puppets.
You reckon?
Yeah.
They go to the bar in the afternoon.
See, it's all for us because we don't have anything. We don't have a move. Amish is not a thing in England.
Well, you know, when you come visit, we'll take you to Amish country.
Yes, we'll go to Lancaster. It's about an hour away from me.
It's actually like it's a nice place to visit. Just leave before
Are
the
they all
sun
like
goes down
gunny
because when
sacks
the
and
sun
bonnets?
goes down, everything closes up. Like they roll up the sidewalks when the sun goes down. There is no nightlife. They're farmers. That's it, man.
I gotta find Levi from Amish Mafia.
You get passed on the road by a fucking horse and carriage. Like when you're driving, all of a sudden this like dude on a horse and carriage comes like flying by you. You're like, what? All right.
That's just like
Did you see that video where like the guy was passed out drunk and it's like and he gets pulled over and it's like the horse goes away home.
I did one of those horse and buggy rides.
I
went to Lancaster with a couple friends once years ago, and I went on one of those horse and buggy rides. It was Abe's buggy ride. And there were four of us, right? So I went all the way in the back with my friend Patty, and then Carol was here, and poor Sandy was sitting literally right next to the horse's ass. So it's about a mile run. We had the gassiest horse you've ever seen. So every time it put, like every time the
horse jerky,
it was like every time the hoof went down, it would pass gas. And poor Sandy, like her face was just right there. So I was like out the back little plastic window, like, help us, as we're kitty clopping down the fucking road with Buggy. Yeah, every fucking hoof beat, man.
Pink eye,
and the tail would blow out and just hit her in the face. I felt kind of bad, but I laughed my ass off. I cried laughing.
That's a t-shirt.
I felt a little bad, but not that bad. It was a mile I'll never forget.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
that's a picture to live in. But
so,
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you since you came in late and we didn't really get your take on any of the Puppet Master movies.
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't watch any
have
of them.
Many thoughts on it?
I have no thoughts on it.
Okay.
None whatsoever. I'm just here to say hi.
You're with me and Mike. Saw the first one. That was it. I said you're with me and Mike. I saw the first one and that was it. I had no desire to see any of the others.
Probably in the past have seen the first three. And I might even own one of them somewhere. I think I gave it away when I moved. But
Special collector's edition.
I don't know.
Send it back to Charlie Band.
I do love Charlie Band. Chucky Band, man. Chucky Band. I saw him do a show at Monster Mania my first time in Maryland. So it was probably like 2009, 2010. And he was one of the guests, and he did a night show where he got a couple people from the audience to come up and act out parts of a script he was working on, like just a total goof. And of course, he got all these chicks to take their tops off in fucking the theater of Monster Mania.
I remember that.
Were you there? That's awesome.
Did you have your top on, Nicole?
What's that?
Did you have your
top on, Nicole? You
I
have
might
to
not
think
have.
about it.
No.
That doesn't count.
Kidding. I was not one of the girls on stage with her top off. The only time that ever came off is in the summertime when we were outside and I was drunk.
And that happens.
That's a good enough reason.
That did
isn't it?
happen. My sister-in-law was behind me yelling at me trying to pull it down. It was hot out.
It's kind of
What
when
can I
Lauren,
say?
like,
It
you're out with her
was
and she'll go and put like a chest up at restaurant windows.
Oh God.
That's
No.
a whole other thing.
That was right after I got stuck in the bush outside.
I beg your pardon, young lady.
One of them's in a restaurant.
I tried to walk through a bush. I got stuck.
Happens. Was this Maryland or
I've
Cherry
fell in a
Hill?
bush before drunk.
Cherry Hill. It was an August Cherry Hill show.
I've had many people get lost in both of those scenarios, like in the parking lot somewhere. Like, I don't know, I'm laying down somewhere. Like, look around. What do you see? Nothing. I found my friend later. He
It's
was
been a
on a
while
fucking
since I got
tennis court.
lost
How
in
do
a
you not
bush.
know you're on a tennis court?
I went unconscious in the stairwell playing elevator tag.
Nice. Some late
That's
night
cool.
piano playing.
Nobody came looking for me.
Nobody.
Spent the night in the stairwell. Passed out.
I must admit, if I fall on the floor, people go, "You're right down there," and then walk away.
Because we're not fucking used to it.
I'm a lot better than I used to be. I'm not half as like.
Only because we don't leave the house anymore.
It's pretty true. I think the drunkest I've ever got is like at my next door neighbours. I can go anywhere and do anything. I go to my next door neighbours who's recently moved, thank God. I can't remember coming home ever.
That's what I
I can
used
go
to do.
anywhere in
Died
the world,
outside.
but I go to my next door neighbours and I'll lose hours.
It's true.
That sounds wild.
Oh, she is wild. There's a really bad video of me singing Erasure somewhere in her kitchen.
I'll find them. I'll put
It's somewhere. I'm so drunk. And I don't remember coming home that night. And apparently, I got through the door and I wanted to fight everybody. And apparently, Rich had to go like that and like hold me against the wall because I was doing like puppy power fucking like Scrappy Doo fighting.
Puppy power.
And apparently, I was like trying to fight everyone. He was just like, I just went like that and held you against the wall
No.
because you were going.
I had to lean on her against the door frame so she couldn't go upstairs and chin the smackheads. when I was trying to get the key.
I don't remember any of this at all.
Was it what
Not a
was you
second.
drinking? Was it brown liquor? Because brown liquor makes some people angry.
You were on vodka that
I
night.
was vodka that night, which
Wow,
isn't,
that's
as I say,
surprising.
it's very rare I don't remember things. And for some reason, when I go to Lisa's house, I don't remember. I don't remember coming home. I don't remember him trying to restrain me by the door because apparently I was feral. Don't remember any of
I
that.
was feral.
I was feral.
Oh, she was. She was. I was leaning against her. I pressed her against the door frame so I could get the other hand in my pocket and get the key out, get in the door. And she was just arms and legs
She
everywhere.
may
She
be
was like a
tiny,
puppet.
but she's fucking wiry, dude, man. She will take you out.
Oh, I'll take a shit out there if I'm pushed.
You are.
I have done before. I'm only little, but no, I don't remember any of that night. And we were sitting next door. Don't remember a thing about it. We've been all over. We've been to parties everywhere.
Reason number 67 why I don't drink anymore. I've
I
had
have been
some
like that
nights.
though for that. That's like a couple of years ago now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't remember last time I was like that. And before that was a lot longer before.
Yep. We're quickly approaching the 3-hour mark on this stream. If there's no final words on the Puppet Master franchise, I'll just go ahead and end the stream. Nobody has to jump off if you don't want to. We can still stick around and chill. I was just gonna kill the stream, and
Okay.
that way it doesn't turn into a 4-hour long thing. All right. So
Only 3 hours.
So the overall feeling is that maybe some of us are glad that the Puppet Master movies exist. Some of us
Glad they exist.
Yeah.
do not
I like
not feel that way.
I have enjoyed them.
I think it needs about another 7 just to tie it up.
So,
Yeah,
yeah. Just to pull it all together,
That'd be
to
pretty cool.
fix all the plot
super.
holes and inconsistencies. We
together,
need
yeah.
7 more movies. I got you.
Mhm.
And So therefore, my final thoughts on it are: watch the damn movies, form your own opinion, because your mileage may vary.
That's true. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this whole thing. I'll tell you what.
Absolutely. All right. Well, and my child is here just to say goodbye to everybody as I end
Catalina.
this
Hi,
stream.
Catalina.
Night.
Good night, YouTube and
Did
Facebook.
you get her a goddamn
YouTube.
lollipop or what?
Did
Love
give her a
you.
lollipop.